Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Friday afternoon live stream where I am going to take your stupid Letterboxd profiles, put them in a trash can, and light them on fire. That's right. I hate your stupid Letterboxd opinions so much that I am willing to actively contribute to climate change just so I can light them all on fire. But I'm only going to do it because you asked me to. And hello, everyone. Again, if you do not know what is going on, I am going to be roasting your Letterboxd profiles today. And if you would like to get your Letterboxd profile roast, please go down to the description box below, click on the link to a Letterboxd list, comment on that list, and there you go. You will get roasted at some point in the future. If, however, you would like to get roasted in the now, then please go ahead and donate Super Chat to the channel. That's the best way of doing it. Any amount of money will get you roasted immediately, although not before the first person who has already Super Chatted today before we even started will get roasted. That was insane. I can't believe that actually happened and that people do that. So don't worry, Clutch Cinema. I'm coming for you. But first, I must say hello to all the lovely people who are joining us live today. Oh yes, and before I do that, I must remind you all that if you don't like the live stream, Rocco will cry. My cat, my beautiful, wonderful cat, who is handsome, so very handsome, he will cry. He will cry if you don't like this live stream. None of us wants that. All right, so let's say hello to people who are in the chat. Unfortunately, I can't show the cat right now. He's sleeping. So, who's here? Who's here? Paul's here. Sleepy Bear is here. Layla's here. I'm so sad I won't be able to watch the live. I thought today the live would be at 6 p.m. The Friday live streams are always at 1 p.m. Tuesday live streams are at 6 p.m. though. And you're here now, so what's the problem? Hello to Thomas, hello to Sean, hello to Dory, hello to Jasmine, hello to Eli, hello to Jack. Jack saying, Daddy's here, me, I'm Daddy. I'm sorry, Jack, but no, that's just not true. I am Daddy. I am the cinephile supreme. I am the roaster in chief. If there's any daddy here, it's this guy. I've also lost a lot of my hair and I have a pretty cool beard. I am the dad. Also, SF Sorrow, I can only assume that is an account that encapsulates all of the sorrow in San Francisco. Hello, thank you for joining us. Knox is here, calling me a cult leader. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of these superlatives that people call me. I take them all as compliments, trust me. Hello to Pomodoro. How far are you currently into the list? Half? I don't know. Part of the way. We're still many, many weeks away from getting to people who are just commenting right now. Hello to Trey. Hello to Cyrus. Hello to Dash. Hello to Ghostlaman. I don't know if I remember you or not. TJ will roast your Letterboxd channel and find your power off button? Potentially. Hello to Seb. Hello to Dooman. Hello to Neo. And I think that's all the people who are new. Oh, Tristan's here. And Tristan coming through with a super chat. So you're going to be roasted second today. Thank you so much for that. And RTR is here as well. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, Pomodoro, since you commented 4 weeks ago, actually, maybe I can answer that question. So right now, today, we're going to be starting with people who commented 2 months ago. So, yeah, you got a little ways to go. Yeah. FF Sorrow is the album title of one of the first rock opera albums from the 60s. Oh. So it is about all of the sorrow that San Francisco feels. Gotcha. All right, Layla, have fun yourself, and hopefully you'll watch this a little bit later. Appreciate you showing up. All right. Is it time that we just get going? Do we descend into the pit of darkness that is the roasting? How deep does the pit go? How deep did I dig the backyard fire pit so I could throw all of your Letterboxd profiles in them? Oh, I don't know. I guess we'll see. Start the barbecue? Oh, there's coals down already. So I guess we better start the fucking roasting. And here we have someone who is grateful enough to super chat in, and I appreciate the hell out of that. Christian, I guess your name is Christian. But you know what I don't appreciate, Christian, and I feel totally comfortable saying this considering I roasted the shit out of my own Letterboxd profile and made a similar comment. What the fuck is up with this profile picture? I am going to just insult you the same way I insulted myself. I feel fine doing that. Are you a brand, Christian? Are you like Coca-Cola, Christian? Are you worried that other people out there look at your YouTube name, whatever it is, and think to themselves, oh no, someone else might copy me. I better make a completely original and totally cool logo that goes on everything. But here's the thing, Christian. Here's the part that I don't understand. You want to submit yourself here, you want to show yourself off as a brand, as a cinema brand, but you link to nothing, Christian. There's no YouTube, there's no Twitters, there's nothing here where I would know any single one of your opinions. And that seems like a dumb thing to do if you're going down the brand route. Your brand needs to lead people to things and associate things together. Just look at me. I have an Instagram account that I completely ignore, a TikTok account that I completely ignore, but you know what? The branding on those things that I completely ignore is consistent, except for the Instagram one. I haven't updated the logo on that in like a few years because I hate Mark Zuckerberg. Anyways, it looks like, Christian, that you are coming to us from La Crosse, Wisconsin, which I can only assume was settled by like some really Christian French people like 500 years ago. I didn't even know that they allowed that much French to be in the names of places in America. I honestly thought that was illegal. Are you living in an illegal settlement in Wisconsin? Maybe you are. Maybe you are. How many en français speakers are there in La Crosse? Does anyone parlez-vous the français? I kind of fucking doubt it. So what else do we have going on here? Oh, Christian, you've got a bio. Ooh, is it a thick bio? It's a medium-sized bio. Let's see what you say here. My favorite 4 films are my favorites of the current year. Well, I'm going to have something to say about that in just a second. Apparently, you're 22 years old and you love film. I mean, you don't love film that much. You've only seen 1,200 films. That's still a very small amount, Christian. You should be ashamed of yourself. I hope that you're ashamed of yourself. They're pretty much my personality. Films are your personality? Fuck, I hope you haven't been watching any Kevin Spacey movies recently. That would be a bad personality to have. They constantly come in clutch for me. Oh, is that why? Is that why you named your YouTube channel or whatever Clutch Cinema? Because films are always coming in clutch. In what way, though? Like, you don't know what to do when you've got some Doritos and maybe a beer, and you think to yourself, oh, what should I do with my night? I know, I'll watch an MCU movie for the 10th time. Way to go, movies. Always coming in clutch for me. God, this makes me sick just thinking about it. My favorite types of movies are ones with great stories to tell. Oh, I see. So the ones that are good at storytelling. Wow, not a big fan of experimental cinema, I guess. Maya Deren can go fuck herself, according to you. That's just me guessing, though. What do we got down here? My favorite movie from each decade is, Psycho from the 1960s. That's kind of a boring take, honestly, because Psycho not at all represents what happened to cinema in the 1960s. Psycho was really just a bit of a holdover from the 50s, as well as a guiding star forward for getting away from the Hays Code. The real interesting shit started happening in like 65. Well, actually, if you look at France, it started happening in 1960. So that's kind of boring. 1970s, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Hold on, I'm going to make a bold prediction here just as I look at this. We got Psycho, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, The Shining, The Shawshank Redemption, Return of the King, Into the Spider-Verse, and Across the Spider-Verse. My God, were those all of your picks for the Cinemateq Top 100? Because every single one of those movies made it into the Top 100. Do we have a Film Bro Cinemateq Top 100 because of you, Christian? Is it solely your responsibility? I'm not going to say that it is, but also it could be. So what were the other things here? Oh, right. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I mean, the 70s were a pretty psychedelic, fun decade, so you probably could have come up with something a little bit more fun. The Shining is, admittedly, pretty good. Shawshank Redemption is just what people who only ever had AMC growing up put as their favorite film of all time. Return of the King is overlong and honestly very, very boring. And Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse, it's just too new. It's just too new. You can't actually like those. And in fact, this spins off really well into talking about your favorite films. Your favorite films from this year specifically, though. Not your favorite films of all time. Nah, that would be just way too easy. You have to try to confuse people, Christian. You gotta make them think that you have such a hard-on for recency bias that you put films like Across the Spider-Verse, John Wick Chapter 4, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and Dead Reckoning Part 7. I wonder what number we would get to if we added together the sequel number for all of these films. Let's see. 2, 6, 9, 16. 16 films had to come before for you to get to this favorite films, or I guess 12 films if we're doing math properly. 12 films needed to exist in order for you to see the favorite films that you love so much for this year. Would it bother you too much to watch a movie that maybe isn't part of a franchise? Could you try that out? I know you're young. I know this is not what you're used to. You were probably 8 years old when Iron Man came out, and the only thing that you have ever known throughout your life is franchise cinema. But maybe try watching an original film every once in a while. What do we got going on in their recent activity? Oh, look at that. Some original films. Ooh. Swiss Army Man getting 4.5, Sneakers getting 3.5, and Beau is Afraid getting a 3. What is this nonsense? What could possibly be wrong with Beau is Afraid? A paranoid man embarks on an epic odyssey to get home to his mother. I mean, that's a quote. I don't know why I read that out loud. Someone should check on Ari Aster and make sure he's alright because this film is fucked up. I mean, yeah, but it's fucked up in a fun way, kind of. My anxiety was through the roof for the majority of the draining runtime. There are elements in this story that I love, like the anxiety and paranoia. A lot of the story elements I didn't enjoy that much, though. I think Beau is Afraid is Ari Aster's film that will be known for going too weird. Disagree. That's what it looks like to be for me. Either way, though, Joaquin Phoenix gives a phenomenal performance as Beau. I really do think someone should check on Ari, as this film is absolutely insane. So strange when normies watch the films of people who are not normies and are just like, are they okay? Are they surviving? How could they possibly be alive after making such a different piece of art than what I'm used to? And it's like, hey, guess what? They are fine because they got to artistically express themselves in a way that doesn't conform to mainstream bullshit. Actually, he's doing great. He's doing real good. What else is going on in this? You gave Dead Reckoning Part 1 4.5 stars. You gave Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny 3.5. Oh, that's a little bit too high. What about your popular reviews, though? What really gets people into you saying stuff? And you know what? You do have 451 followers. That's like not bad for someone who doesn't participate in the culture at all in terms of making YouTube videos or anything else. So let's see. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Oh, these paragraphs. Get out of here. This is exactly what the MCU needs to get back to going forward. Quality storytelling and characters. I mean, how quality was the storytelling? Let's be real. This group is such a joy to watch, blah, 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 blah. It was truly heartbreaking to go and see what happened to him, I guess talking about Rocket. The finale of this team was quite more somber than has been blah, 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 blah. James Gunn is a great writer and director. No. He's made a couple of okay films. Let's not start all sucking his dick at once. He's fine. He's not great. He's fine. It was easily the best fight scene the MCU's had in a while. Oh, what, that oneer? I guess. I hope this quality continues in the future because I absolutely love this film. Of course it won't, because James Gunn is gone. The high watermark of this phase, the person who was behind it, they're gone. The MCU is dead. The MCU is buried. People just haven't realized it yet. The shit is over. It's over, as Vince Carter once famously said when he was a Toronto Raptor. So what else we got going on here in this... I've realized recently that I say what's going on here in this profile a lot, and I need to start reining that back. You know what I'm not going to rein back on, though? Looking at someone who has seen 1,200 films and seeing that they have 102 lists. 102, Christian. What the fuck are you doing with your free time? How many more movies could you have watched if you just didn't make this many lists? Holy spokoli. Mission Impossible ranked. Ooh, we haven't seen one of these recently. Let's see how correct it is. Correct. Correct? Actually, no. I think Fallout and Dead Reckoning Part 1 are in the right spots. The original Mission Impossible, though, is pretty cool. I watched it recently. I would put it over Rogue Nation, certainly. Because Rogue Nation, the finale of Rogue Nation is not that great. It starts off with his best stunt, and then it doesn't really get it back, except for, like, Rebecca Ferguson doing cool stuff. So, probably I would probably put the original Mission Impossible over Ghost Protocol. Ghost Protocol is, like, fine, but when you start rewatching it, it's not as great as you remember. That's what I've found. Whereas the other ones, Dead Reckoning, Fallout, and the original, those actually do get better the more you watch them. Ranked Martin Scorsese. Nah, it's boring. Ranked Ronald Emmerich. Wait. You're ranking Ronald Emmerich films? And you haven't watched Independence Day yet? What is even the point of this list? Also, I forgot that Ronald Emmerich directed The Patriot. Ooh, boy. The top 250 looks promising. Did it? Did it? Why? Because it had Shawshank Redemption #1? Come on, this is just more film bro bullshit. This is even more film bro than the Cinemateq Top 100. I wonder how many of these we'd have to go through to find a film directed by a woman. I always love doing that. Playing the hey, where's the woman director game. Because, oh wait, is that Cocaine Bear? That's not Cocaine, no, that's The Revenant, okay. Because Cocaine Bear was directed by a woman. Yeah, we're probably not going to see anything like that. Probably not. I'm actually just trying to remember if any of these were. I don't think any of these first 100 were, right? Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. No, I'm right. Yeah, I'm very right. I'm extremely right. I'm the most right I have ever been. Fix that, Christian. Fix that. And not to say that you need to, like, push up people who don't deserve it, but I just get the feeling that you're not watching a lot of films directed by women. That's what I want you to fix. Christopher Nolan ranked? Hey, I might be making a video about that very soon. Who knows? Maybe keep an eye out for that. But we're not here for self-promotion. We're here for roasting. And I honestly don't know what I can do with some of these lists. Stanley Kubrick ranked, James Cameron ranked. What the fuck? Hold on. James Cameron ranked and you've seen exactly no Terminator films? What is the point of this? What are you doing? True Lies, motherfucker. Where is it? Oh, watch more James Cameron films, specifically from the 80s and early 90s. That's when that man was at the top, the height, the peak of his powers. Dude, Ridley Scott ranked, but no Alien? You saw American Gangster and House of Gucci before you saw Alien? I thought that you were supposed to find comfort and that movies were supposed to come in clutch for you. How have you not clutched watching Alien? Alien! What the hell? And in fact, going back to the James Cameron ranked, where was Aliens? This is atrocious. And you know what? Someone in the chat did point this out, so I guess I have to also comment on it. How could you even fathom? Putting Blade Runner below House of Gucci? This film is a train wreck travesty piece of shit that a bunch of people convinced themselves was much better than it actually was. Look at this, fucking 2.9 here in the ratings. I guess a lot of people figured out this movie actually was shit and that we shouldn't do it anymore. Like, literally Jared Leto is doing his best impersonation of a Mario brother. He does a better performance as a Mario brother in House of Gucci than Chris Pratt did in the animated film. You could probably do AI voice analysis of Jared Leto's performance in this film, get that AI to do all of the lines in the Super Mario Brothers movie, and it would be better. It would be a better performance. Jesus Christ. And Blade Runner, I don't know if you knew this or not, is one of the best films of all time. 4.1. It's in my top 4. How dare you? The only way that you could excuse yourself is if you told me that you watched the director's cut. Or excuse me, the original cut. The theatrical cut with the really bad voiceover. This is bad. This is bad. Also, I will just say in general that The Last Duel is a better film than The Martian. The Last Duel is also a better film than American Gangster. Black Hawk Down's actually pretty good. Gladiator's pretty dope. But Blade Runner is #1. And Alien is #2. Get right, Christian. Jesus H. Balls. Wait a second. You haven't seen Alien, but you found time to watch Bong Joon-ho's Barking Dogs Never Bite? This is a difficult film to attain. I don't understand. Also, and I know I'm going to get flack for this, but Memories of Murder clears Parasite, and I will not apologize for that take. All right, we're definitely not going to do all of these lists. I feel like I've already taken a lot of time doing those lists and doing your profile already, but you did super chat, so I guess that's only fair. But what exactly is down on the bottom end for you, Christian? What are the bad movies according to Christian? There's only but a handful half-star films here, including Bone Alone. Also, damn, there was a moment there for a really great self-roast, but I thought about it too much and I laughed at it. Hold on, let me try it again. Looks like we got a film here called Bone Alone, title of my sex tape. Bang. What the fuck is this movie? Is this literally like a sanctioned Home Alone sequel that just stars a dog? Wait. It's called Alone for Christmas? Then what is this? Did someone... Wait, hold on. This is rated for the UK. Did someone in the UK, like, look at this title and say, no. We need to call it Bone Alone instead. That is a superior title. Whoever came up with Alone for Christmas should be shot and taken out back and possibly set on fire. The person who came up with Bone Alone should be the president of whatever country they are living in. I don't care if that country doesn't have presidents. They are now the president. They are in charge. What else we got here? Sextuplets, Paradise Peach. I don't even know what these are. Yeah, the holiday special's bad. Fanatic I haven't seen. The Room's fun, but bad. I see you put the like down here because you're not boring. Congratulations. Jaws the Revenge. Breaking Dawn Part 1. Weird how you don't have Breaking Dawn Part 2 in here. Did you just decide not to watch it, or do you think it's like one of the best films ever and it's ranked more at the 5 stars? God, I hope not. Is there anything redonkulous down here, though? Like super redonkulous. Very redonkulous. Perhaps. The Laundromat. I remember that being an okay film. That's a Soderbergh film. This movie premiered at TIFF. It's fine. What else we got going on down here? Rookie of the Year at 2 stars. Yeah, it's a good movie. Anything else that I can be mad at, though? I don't see anything that I could be mad at. Is that the new Haunted Mansion? No, that's the old Haunted Mansion. How many Haunted Mansion movies do we need? Honestly, especially in the world where The Conjuring exists. Like, how many Haunted Mansion films do we actually need? All right, let's turn this around. I'm not seeing anything too horrendous. Christian, you're lucky, though. You're lucky. So what's going on up here? The original Taking of Petlum 1, 2, 3? I thought you said you were 22 years old. You're not supposed to be watching movies that old. God damn. Oh, I feel so bad saying a movie from the 70s is old. Ugh. That just means I'm old. Oh, I'm so old. You also got films like Akuru, Raging Bull, a lot of 5 stars, Christian. You're handing out a lot of 5 stars. Think maybe you need to tone that shit down, especially when you're doing stupid things like saying Baby Driver and Jaws are the exact same amount of good. That is a terrible take to have. You also have this bundled in with like Rear Window and Psycho, and it's like, no, Baby Driver, totally just as good. Sorry, but no, absolutely not. Mass is another one. Like, yeah, it has great performances in it, but like aesthetically, the stuff that it does, it's not that impressive. Great performances, however. Is that a 5-star worthy of a placement alongside Jaws or Schindler's List or Jurassic Park? No, of course not. No shot. Especially when you have something here like Cha Cha Real Smooth. That's another one. Like, just no. That's not a 5-star. It's not as good as Ex Machina, not by a long shot. Although I do remember having positive things to say about it when I reviewed it oh so many years ago. How long ago was that? Last year. Oh, I was about to say, you gave Blackberry 5 stars? Like, as a Canadian, thank you, but also, come on. Even I as a Canadian know that it's not a 5-star or even a 4.5-star film. Like, geez Louise, no. Anything else here interesting? Not really. I mean, you've got these Guardians of the Galaxy movies ranked real high, but we've already been over that. You're just addicted to franchises. You also got Endgame up here at a 5-star. Yo, you totally did vote in the Cinemateq Top 100. This is you. It's your fault. Oh, God. What else? I think that's about it. I think that's about all I can roast for Christian here. But I do, since they are a super chatter, I do need to recommend a film for them to watch that will make them a better cinephile. And I think maybe you need to watch more films from the past. And I am going to try to do that. Also, you do need to watch more films directed by women. So I'm going to try to keep that in mind. Although, if you're not watching films by women, you're probably not watch listing films by women either. You can just throw these Roman Polanski films out. Just get rid of them. You don't need them. You'll be better off for it. There's so many obvious ones here to pick. Except for this. What the hell is this? Lee? Kate Winslet is Lee? Okay. Hey, it's directed by a woman. Ellen Karas. There you go. I recommend you see a film that hasn't come out yet. Oh, actually, here are some films directed by... Actually, these are all just in a row films by Sofia Coppola. So I guess, yeah, that'll be a good place to start. How about you watch... I guess The Virgin Suicides, because you don't have Lost in Translation here. I would say Lost in Translation if you had it, but sure, go with The Virgin Suicides. It's a good one. It'll make you depressed. And my friend is in it. So yeah, there you go. There you go, Christian. Whatever your name is in real life. I see you're not in the chat defending yourself, so I can only assume that you're hiding under the covers because I was very mean to you, and for that I do not apologize because you, in fact, did ask for that. So I guess we now just have to move on to Tristan, who also super chatted, and their name is Scooby with a bunch of underscores behind it. I'm just gonna roast you on that alone. Underscores are for lazy noobs. Oh wait, shit. Users. Members or HQ? Yeah. Is this you, Tristan? Is this you? There's lots of people with Scooby as their name. And let's just take a quick look at chat while I'm waiting. I mean, movies come in clutch for me too, because I don't have a life. Fair. John McFour is overrated and he's even close to top 4 this year. Also fair. I can see steam slowly cascading from your ears. You must be angry. No, that's just a weird temperature thing going on in my building. Hello, Nocturo. Good to see you. I hate movies with good stories to tell. Yeah. The worst. Was that you? No, I have a Shrek profile. Well, that's going to narrow it down. Oh. So, this is you then, huh? This is you. Alright, well, we'll get to you in just a second. Shawshank 1 just so cringe. Yep. TJ, have you ever synced Dark Side of the Moon with Wizard of Oz? In fact, I have. Well, not technically, but yes. Back in the day when torrenting was more of a popular thing, and you could probably still do this now, I was able to find a version on torrent where someone had taken like a digital version of Wizard of Oz and like a digital copy of Dark Side of the Moon and just sync them like that. So I've never done the thing where you like start the record at like the second roar of the lion or whatever. Like I've never had the two go, like I've never had to do them. I've never had to create the sync between like two separate things. I just watched a version of it that was already synced together. But yeah, it is interesting. There are some moments that really sync up and that are pretty cool, actually. Let's see. Dead Reckoning Part 7. Yeah, it was there. This is like when my friend gave a film a half star just because the MC died. What? Swiss Army Man is appropriate rating, so good. I still need to watch that. Anyone who has that Spider-Man film as their poster is automatically not worth trusting for film take. Oh, I think, yeah, Manhunter. I don't remember seeing you in the chat before. Hello, if you're new. And hello to anybody who's joining in and who is new. My name's TJ, and we're roasting Letterboxd profiles. If you want to follow me other places, there's like a Discord linked in the description box below. Come hang out and have more film conversations with these lovely people who are also in chat. Also, why the hell is Way of Water over Titanic? I don't know. Too busy watching House of Gucci, TJ. I have to go now. Have a good stream. Thank you very much, and have yourself a good weekend. Agree, TJ, about Memories versus Parasite. That's a King take. Obviously. King TJ only has good cinema takes. Cars 2? I didn't see Cars 2 anywhere. What are you talking about? Mustafa's here. Hello, Mustafa. It's going well. Hope you're having a good Friday. If it is Friday where you are. I had a sudden realization the other day. I was talking to a friend who's currently working in Fiji, and then I checked on what time it was in Fiji, and it was, in fact, tomorrow. And I was like, oh shit, that's wild. I forgot that happens. Someone's top 4 had Cars 2. Oh, gross. That's bad. I don't like that. Did you see the new Blue Beetle trailer? Yeah. And just quick thoughts on it. I think that if a lot of these superhero films want to be taken seriously by audiences and they want to start bringing in money, they have to stop looking like CW shows. They really need to stop looking like CW shows. I saw some moments in that film. Maybe I'll pull this up quickly because I want to illustrate this. I just don't want to seem like I'm dragging it because I'm cranky or something like that. And don't worry, we'll get back to roasting you guys in a second. But, like, I think this is important. I think this is an important thing to talk about. Also, the fact that this trailer only has 182,000 views after 1 day. That's insane. But, yeah, let's take a quick look at this. And I'll show you guys what I mean if I can find specifically the thing. What is going on here? Why aren't you playing? Why aren't you working? Do you know that I'm going to make fun of you? Or did this thing just... Oh, hooray. Hooray! It froze. Let's see if we can get it to unfreeze. Come on. Come on. Are you guys still able to see me? Or did... Oh, no, that froze too. Son of a bitch. I'm trying to get it to unfreeze. Why isn't it unfreezing? Ugh, Chrome. You piece of garbage. Let me say bad things. Alright, so for now, while that decides to unfreeze, I don't know what else to do. Although, Dory did make a really good point about the Ronald Emmerich ranked list. Also, no Stargate. No Stargate! Such a good movie from the early 90s. Such a great little action film that's probably very racist now that I think about it. Although that was kind of a thing that Ronald Emmerich just did all the time. I'd have to actually watch through some of his other films to see if that permeates through. But he, like, very much relies on stereotypes and shit like that. I'm going to just check in on somewhere else. No, that's Frozen 2. Okay, what if I watch the live stream? Oh, I don't have YouTube on my phone anymore. Oh, God. Is the stream even still going? I don't know. I don't know how to fix this. Oh, there we go. Okay, everything fixed itself. Jesus Christ, what the hell was that? We can still see you? Well, thank you for letting me know. Are you calling him Ronald Emmerich on purpose? Isn't that how his name is spelled? Emmerich. Ronald Emmerich. That's his name. Isn't that how it's pronounced? Oh, Roland Emmerich. Right. Okay. Let's now find this spot that I was talking about where this film looks like it's a CW show. Here it is. Look at this. Look at this set design. Look at what's going on here. They're in a place, I don't even know what this is supposed to be. Maybe the top of a building. You've got, like, this one little grate here with a light shining up. You have maybe, what, a key light and a fill light on this guy and a couple of other lights over here to the left coming in and filling this in. You have barely any light on her. You can't even see this guy. Like, what is this supposed to be other than a setup that took a half an hour to do because you need to get through 12 hours of shooting on a CW show? Like, I've probably seen better set design and better, like, everything on a random episode of Supernatural than compared to this. This looks like shit. This is terrible. This looks like trash. Cheap trash. What is the budget of this movie? $120 million. And this is the best they can come up with. It's silly. It's silly that they think that people are honestly going to look at this thing, which probably is happening like in a studio, and this part isn't even real. That's probably all CGI right there. That people are going to look at something like this and feel inspired to spend, like, what, $20 on an IMAX ticket? Like, get real. Look at this shit. There's nothing going on here. There's nothing of visual interest. It's bland. It's boring. It's garbage. It's just garbage. Even these other scenes that are in slightly more brightly lit places, like this is kind of nice with the light shining through, and you get some nice shot composition. Like, that's okay. But then you get shit like this. It's just nothing. It's just nothing. It's just nothing boring garbage. What is this supposed to be? It looks like someone had a nightmare about what a rich white person's house looked like, and then they just turned it into a film. It's ugh. Ah. Ugh. Even some of this shit just looks kind of lame as hell. And then we're in what? A red place? A red underground bunker? This kind of looks like Baskin, except somehow they made it look cheaper and it's 10 years in the future. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Explosion doesn't look that good. Or is at least nothing special. This is such super CGI that it's like, why do I even care about this? Good on the actor for actually putting in the effort and look like he's putting in like honest effort running away from this. But just look at the image. Look at the way he is in the fire. Like, there's barely even any light coming onto him from that fire. It's not as bad as Black Widow, certainly, but look at this. Like, look at this. It looks like absolute shit. What is this? What is this little spacecrafty thing coming out of here? Like, it's just kind of more orange, and that's how they depict that it was on fire at any point in time. Oh my god. It just looks so bad. It looks so fucking bad. And I don't want it to be this way. I want the films to be better. But like, geez Louise. It's just, ugh. What in the Spy Kids is this? Excellent point, Knox. Excellent point. It is very Spy Kidsy, isn't it? And not even in a good way. Although I'm sure there's going to be some reviews being like, wow, it brought me right back to Spy Kids. What do you think will make the most of the box office between Barbie and Oppenheimer? It's a no contest. Barbie. Barbie is going to hit. Barbie is going to hit. And I'm not saying that because, like, I have no information or, you know, I'm going on nothing here and just on pure instinct. Like, they've already done box office projections for both films. I think Oppenheimer is going to sit in around 50 to 60 million, and Barbie's going 80 plus. Like, Barbie is going hard, guys. I can just illustrate this as well very quickly because I think this is a good way of going about it. Advance tickets for Barbie are available, right? Actually, let's do the Thursday because there's more things available. So this is the one of the downtown Toronto Cineplexes. Ultra AVX is one of their biggest theaters, probably the theater that can fit the most people aside from maybe the IMAX theater. Let's check out these seat previews. Not a lot going on there. Wait a minute. I saw way better things. Why am I not seeing way better things all of a sudden? Yeah. So there's like an almost sold out one. The back half is almost sold out. Scotiabank Theatre, this is the other big downtown theater in Toronto. Seat previews. That's not bad for $340 on a Thursday, but then when you start getting even further into this, like for some of the other big ones, look at that. $640 on a Thursday, almost entirely sold out. Same for the 940 screening, almost entirely sold out. You look then at the Oppenheimer advance tickets, and like, to be fair, they haven't released as many advance tickets in Toronto yet, which is kind of a problem. But also you have to consider the fact that Oppenheimer is like a full hour longer, so it's going to have less screenings overall. It will more than likely be monopolizing IMAX screens, which will be good. They'll be able to make a bit more money off of that as well. But it's just not selling at the same rate. Like, here's Oppenheimer regular 8 p.m. screening, the only one you can get outside of VIP. And the VIP screenings are sold out, but they're small, so it doesn't even matter. At Scotiabank, they haven't even released the IMAX screen tickets for this yet, which I don't know why they're doing that. But everything that I've seen, all of the ticket sales data that I've seen just shows Barbie like running away with it, like absolutely killing Oppenheimer. But Oppenheimer's still going to go do really well. Like, if you're making $50-60 million and you're the second place film, you've done a good thing. You've done a really good thing. But and both films I think are going to be good. But I do think Barbie is going to like walk away with this weekend. I got my 70mm screening of Oppenheimer. But that's not IMAX film though, right, Dory? Right? Are they doing that weird thing with you? So this is something that I'm sure some people know about. Maybe they don't. Oppenheimer Probably does that thing on the website where it'll show us where it's playing in like the different formats, right? Right? They're probably doing that cool thing. Come on, Oppenheimer. Both Barbie and Oppenheimer are sold out for opening day near me. They probably have more screenings available then. Because I know that like if either Barbie or Oppenheimer were available in IMAX right now to buy, those would be gone. I'm actually not sure why they are holding them for as long as they are. Wait, is OppenheimerMovie.ca not a real website? IMAX, are they doing the thing? Oh wait, IMAX 70mm is the 70mm? Oh, that might be why. Alright, well for some reason my internet's not working that great. Or this website's bad. So I guess we'll just take a second here and think to ourselves, my, what a lovely Friday for a roast. Usually IMAX is available early here as well. You know, like I probably could have bought IMAX tickets for, in fact, I did buy IMAX tickets for Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning at least a week to a week and a half in advance. And I probably could have done it even more in advance if I wanted to. Like the fact that we still do not have access to IMAX screenings to buy advance tickets for is very strange. And I don't know what they're doing. I think maybe they haven't decided whether or not they're going to do Oppenheimer or Barbie in IMAX. So they're trying to figure out which theaters to put which in. It's strange. Oh, what's this? Sleepy Bear 7's wondering who's next for roasting, by the way. Well, Sleepy Bear, that's a very good question because it's this motherfucker right here. This person's getting the good old roasting treatment because they submitted a super chat. Thank you very much, Tristan. Now it's time for the gloves to be off. I'm going to Toshiro Mifune face all over your Letterboxd account. I'm not sure if he's angry here or yelling. It's from Seven Samurai, of course, but he might just be having a good time. But I'm not gonna have a good time, Tristan. Especially because you're someone who has this smug-ass looking Shrek profile picture. I can only imagine how this actually represents your personality, and it makes me sick just thinking about it. It's too green. There's too much green. And honestly, considering you're from Austria, I thought you would have better taste than this. People from Austria, in my mind, do not enjoy Shrek. There are no Shrek enjoyers in Austria. That's like a place where people enjoy the finer aspects of life. They're stuck-up, snobby people, is what I'm saying. And so the idea of someone being a Shrek enjoyer to the point that they put this as their profile picture, not very Austrian. I'm going to say that, Tristan. It's not very Austrian, although maybe you're not Austrian yourself. Maybe you moved there from the United States because you were looking for a better life. In which case, I hope you found it, you smug-looking Shrek enjoyer piece of shit. So let's move on and see what's going on down in here. Top 4 best films I saw this month. Why is everyone so into being unique? Why isn't everyone just the same? God damn it. Being the same is so cool, everyone. It takes no thought at all. Just have your favorite films be the best films of all time. Although maybe that's the reason why some people are trying to get away from this. Get away from this idea of having to think about what is the best film of all time. Maybe that's just difficult. Maybe that's just hard to do. Maybe you don't have the patience to sit there and think quietly, contemplatively to yourself about what the best films of all time are based on your experience. And so instead, you just do it by year or by month or this past week. Who the fuck knows? It makes so much sense now that I think about how a lot of these people are part of the TikTok generation who can barely sit still and can't even read a book without thinking to themselves, hey, I better check Twitter for the 1400th time today. Except you can't because Elon Musk has nerfed that entire site in very weird ways. I don't know. Elon Musk sucks. But this is not the roast of Elon Musk. It's the roast of Tristan. So what does Tristan even have here in their top 4? Apparently these are the best films I saw this month. And you've been going through a couple of the classics, I guess. Good for you. But also you just have Across the Spider-Verse here. Lame. Boring. That's dumb. You also have Raiders of the Lost Ark. I guess you were getting ready for Dial of Destiny. Well, let me tell you about the kind of disappointment that you are in store for. Dial of Destiny is way fucking worse than Raiders of the Lost Ark. So try to hold on to whatever amount of joy that you got from watching Raiders of the Lost Ark, because just like life itself, the joy will dissipate over time. How do you think I got this old and cranky? It was just by getting old. That was it. That's all that had to happen, Tristan. You also have here a film by Satoshi Kon called Perfect Blue. And I'm just always a little intrigued by the people who watch a film with a literal rape scene in it and then say to themselves, yes, this is my favorite film. I want everyone to know that this is one thing that I love a lot. This film with rape in it. What the fuck? You also have Seven Samurai here, which is objectively good. But at the same time, it kind of makes you a basic Criterion bitch. Did you know that that was the #2 film to enter the Criterion Collection? So you're trying to go old school basic Criterion bitch. All I need to see here now is either Rules of the Game or whatever that other one was that Renoir did. What was it? The Grand Illusion. The Grand Illusion is the #1 Criterion film. First one of all time. Put that in here and you've got a great old moldy basic Criterion bitch sandwich to bite down on. And then we have your recent activity. Apparently you felt the need to watch Creep 2, which is dumb. I don't know why you would do that. You're also not really giving me many words here, although I would just love to know why you thought X-Men Origins Wolverine was worth a 3.5 star. Like, objectively, this film is trash. It is garbage. There is probably moldy banana peels in my compost that would look at X-Men Origins Wolverine and say to themselves, wow, you're not a very good film and you don't look good and you probably taste bad too. Like, shit, dude. So let's see what was so good about this. I know the CGI looks so bad and fight scenes are cutaway way too much and they look awful, but I find the story really interesting, even though it wears off a bit at the end. But I really enjoyed the film, and that's the most important thing. Guilty pleasure. Oh my god. You're meaning to tell me that the film that literally took Deadpool, the merc with the mouth, and covered his mouth so he couldn't speak, that's the movie you turn to for a guilty pleasure? Oh, no. Who is even in this movie? Like, I see Lev Shriver and I see Ryan Reynolds and I see him, the Canadian. What's his name? Taylor Kitsch. Yeah. I wish things would go better for him. Oh yeah, Will.i.am. That's who that is. A movie that has Will.i.am in it. Yay. William Stryker. Lynn Collins. Who is Lynn Collins? Man, this goddamn movie. It's so shit. If that's your guilty pleasure, I mean, you're really using the word guilty appropriately. Honestly, I think if you were to ever say that's your guilty pleasure out loud, you should be arrested so then a judge can say that you are, in fact, guilty amongst a room full of your peers. Your peers? Your peers, Tristan. What else we got going down in here? Ooh, Revenge of the Sith. Hey! You gave it a 2.5 stars, not bad. Saying best animated Star Wars film. Tristan, are you trying to take my job as a roaster? That's not a bad one. DreamWorks Ranked. That's a bad one. Wait, you got 5 likes for linking to a list? That's even worse than some of the bullshit takes that Karsten Runquist has put on his little Letterboxd thing, or even that I've put on my Letterboxd thing. That's the laziest fucking thing you could do. Like, you got 4 likes for Better Than Expected, and then you just link to a list, and you get 5 likes for that? Is there some kind of Shrek army out there? Do you guys support each other? Because I don't want to be a part of it. In fact, I might want to destroy it. Speaking of lists, you have 75 of them, and you've watched only under 600 films. That's like what? 1 list for every 4 films? That's insane. No, 1 list for every 8 films. Math is hard for, 1 film, 1 list for every 8 films. This is going to be egregious and terrible, and I'm not going to like it very much. Horror films ranked work in progress. So this is just all horror films then that you've decided to rank. And you naturally have Perfect Blue and Hereditary up top, and then you have Caligari number 3. Weird. You have Saw over Scream? Get fucked, kid. No way. Absolutely not. That is incorrect. You also have Evil Dead Rise over Nosferatu and the original Evil Dead. Look, you're probably just young and you don't know any better, but this will literally get you beaten up in my neighborhood. my very film centric neighborhood, if you were to say this out loud, then people dressed up like the gangs from the Warriors would come out and they would probably beat you to death. That's fucking wild. That's fucking wild. And I see you in the chat here saying Scream is overrated. I don't think you're in a position to really judge that, honestly. Scream came about in a moment when horror films and slashers were failing, and then it re-energized and did one of the first, well, not one of the first, but a major meta-commentary on an entire genre, thus resurrecting it from the dead. Scream was big fucking business. Scream was a big deal. And beyond that, it's a very tight, well-executed slasher that's got some fun, it's got some scares, it's got that one guy laughing so hard after he's been stabbed and then he gets hit by the phone and he's like, "You hit me with the phone, dick." That's like some of the best shit ever. You'll understand when you're older. That's what I'll say. You'll understand when you're older, I assume, because you're young. At least you had the good grace to put Cocaine Bear right down at the bottom. Although Midsummer down here at 31? No, I don't even need to make fun of you. I can only just laugh at this. Also, having Evil Dead 2 this low and Friday the 13th this low, oh my god, this doesn't make any sense. Nothing about this makes sense. I need to go away before I self-commit myself to an insane asylum. Your taste almost killed me. What is this? Why? Why would you do this? Why would you make a list called Steven Spielberg Ranked and have one movie? What is the point of this? What are you doing? I gotta move on. I'm just gonna move on from that. Now I can only think about the fact that you've only seen one Steven Spielberg film, and it's like, what, do they not have those in Austria? Is Schindler's List outlawed for some reason? Like, you've seen more Bryan Singer films than Steven Spielberg films. What? What? I shouldn't be laughing like that. Because, like, you know, everyone gets to movies in their own different way. But, like, it's Steven fucking Spielberg, for Christ's sakes. You've seen 14 DreamWorks films and only one Spielberg. Like, you... fucking watch Jurassic Park, guy. Watch Jurassic Park, dude. What's going on? No, I saw more films from him, but I started Letterboxd. Okay, but if you've seen more films from him, then when you're making that list, why wouldn't you include those films in the list? Like, I don't understand. I know I'm supposed to be angry at you, but I just don't get it. It's another one. Sergio Leone ranked one film. Francis Ford Coppola ranked one film. Jackass ranked one film. Documentaries ranked. Jackass. You gotta put a bit more work in, dude. Oh god. No, don't delete them. Don't delete them. Don't listen to chat. Don't delete these. But like try to update your Coen Brothers ranked film with more than one movie. More than one movie. That's all. That's all I'm asking. It's all of them. It's all the fucking lists. You guys just play amongst yourselves. I'll be over here for a second. Why? Oh God. And honestly, like fucking having Ingmar Bergman ranked sandwiched between Saw ranked. Wait, why is this shit out of focus? Come on now. Come on now. Focus in on my crying, dying face, you stupid, stupid camera. Ugh. I changed my focus settings the other day, which is why this is a little bit weird, maybe. Fuck, do I need to put face detect back on? Because I don't want to. I don't want to do that. Hold on a second, y'all. God damn it. Everyone just keep laughing for a second. Yeah, zone. Me. I'm the zone, you dunce. Ugh. Shit. I was trying to fix something with my focus the other day, and it looks like it's fucking up. So I'll probably have to turn, facial recognition back on. Lame. Lame. Where is it? Oh, stupid bastard. Tristan, I hope you're taking this moment to have a very long look at yourself. I hope you have a very honest conversation with yourself in terms of like the films that you're going to watch in the future and how you are going to how you're going to do this. Oh God, this shit fucking sandwich though. Saw Ingmar Bergman ranked. Hold on, I just want to see if there's a couple of more here. Maybe there's something here that can reignite my my laughing. There's just so many. There's so many. All right, fuck it. We're gonna move on to the films. I'm gonna try to get back to actually fucking roasting you. I don't know if I actually can. This is fucking wild. This is nuts. I'm probably gonna get demonetized for the amount that I'm swearing because I don't understand anything anymore. So what are the half-star films, Tristan? I wonder how many of these are in a list by themselves. Magic Mike movies ranked. It's only The Last Dance. Oh no. Also, I'm pretty sure Magic Mike The Last Dance is better than 50 Shades of Grey. I've seen neither of them, but I just have way more faith in Steven Soderbergh than I do whatever the hell this movie is. I mean, I know what movie that is, but it's this one's better, probably. Also, Marmaduke, you're giving out a lot of half stars. I always like to see that. Fuck. I'm not going to be able to be mean for the rest of the live stream. The live stream's ruined now because I've been laughing so much. I'm gonna be at a fucking metal show tonight. I'm going to a metal concert tonight. I'm just gonna be laughing. I'm gonna get beat up because I'm gonna be thinking about Steven Spielberg ranked one film. It's just gonna make me laugh. Whew. All right. God damn. Wait, what Avengers film is this that you got ranked so low? Oh, Age of Ultron. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, that's a bad one. Fuck, Tristan, I don't even know what to do anymore. I don't know what to do here anymore. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm letting you down now because I'm not. Oh wait, shit. Sorry, everyone. I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up. I've lost it. I don't know what to do anymore. I forget how the internet works. I forget how these live streams work. I forget how much I need you to hit the like button in order to get me back to my normal self. Like, Jesus. God damn. Also, Back to the Future is not better than Rashomon. Come on now. Get off your bullshit. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, congrats on not liking or not putting 5 stars on a bunch of movies. And for seeing some older films, too. I know you're younger, so, you know, getting out and watching Dial M for Murder, that's something that you should probably be praised for, but I don't even know if I'm capable of that anymore, considering what we've already just gone through. Oh, wow, man. Wow. All right, dude. I think that's all I can do. I'm sorry. I think that's all I can do for you, but I will recommend a film for you. I'll recommend 2 for you because I feel like I gave you a bad roast and I just laughed at you for a long time. What's going on? Oh, yo, the original Magnificent Seven is sick. You should watch that. It's dope. I know you have Seven Samurai as your top film, and it's not really going to compare to it. But if you think about it as an individual film separate from Seven Samurai, even though they are very similar, it works real well. It's a great one. It's a great one to watch. As for number two, and I'm not going to do this for everyone. As I said, I just feel like I should do this because I just laughed at you instead of roasting you. Wait, Memoir of a Murder. Is that like a remake of it? Oh no, a former serial killer with Alzheimer's fights to protect his daughter from her mysterious boyfriend who may be a serial killer too? Is this a good movie? Holy shit. Dope. Great, now I know that there's actually a film called Memoir of a Murder, so I can't keep like saying Memories of a Murder or Memories of Murder the wrong way, because I know there are other films out there that have very similar titles. I wonder how similar the Korean names are to one another. There's no way that I would be able to know that or guess that. Man, why do you have bad films watch listed? Gross. Oh, Sans Soleil. Oh, also Zed. Shit. All right, watch both of those. Sans Soleil and Zed. There you go. That'll make you a better film person. For sure. Now I just need to look through some of these comments in chat from when I was losing my absolute mind. Just wait till he sees Hook. Oh, you mean that Spielberg film? Jurassic Park is mid. Oh my god. Please delete some of these lists. I guess he watched only one film. Jackass Forever confirmed better than Paris is Burning in Showa. Not only that, but I think it was Jackass 2. Damn, I think being laughed at hurt more than being roasted. Alright, I mean, that's fair. He has a list for every film he's ever seen. Now we know he has so many lists. Not even a list for every 8 films. True. Being roasted is another thing, but only one film in a list. Come on. Dad's just losing their shit. Sorry, yeah, I wasn't showing the profile for a second there. Comparing Magic Mike to 50 Shades of Grey is insulting. Magic Mike didn't deserve that. It was the 3rd film. I don't know if that means anything in this context. That's what I call a roast. You're welcome for the recommendations. Thank you so much for the super chat. And for the most laughing I've done in weeks and weeks and weeks. I bet you're going to hate my profile, Galaxis. Well, Galaxis, that's not how this works. You don't just get to ask for a roast in the chat. You got a super chat for that. Otherwise, you can go comment on the Letterboxd list linked in the description box below, and then I will get around to roasting you eventually. But no, I do not roast people just out of the chat. That's not how this works. There's a system. There's a system here that we follow, that I follow, even though I screwed up that system last week. Jackass greater than Hoop Dreams? Obviously. Who is next in line? Well, let's see. Who is next in line? I think that might be this sumbitch named Minfred. Desperately want to just rename you to Midfred. That's right, you're a middle-of-the-road Fred. Also, you're from Russia. And there are many things that I could comment about. The fact that you're from Russia. Things that Russia is currently doing. But instead, I'm just going to show this profile picture of you and wonder, hey, I understand that this is the Riddler, yet somehow it is also the extreme stereotype of what I think all Russian men look like. So I guess you picked the right one. Is this from some kind of backwater, dirt cheap version of Batman that Russia produces now that they don't have access to the world's economic systems? Is this what passes as the cinema of Christopher Nolan, or at least what is trying to be derived from it? Is that what happens in Russia? Is that what is going on here? Midfred? Maybe. And oh look, you have a YouTube channel. Maybe I'll just check this real quick because I'm interested. I don't even know what's going on here. Oh, it's just a live performance by someone doing a song called March by Dirty Butt. I guess maybe that's the nickname you have for your own butt because in Russia, toilet paper wipes you. Or something like that. I'm not a big fan of Russia, is what I'm trying to get at with all of this. So, what do we have going on in the favorite films, or even in the bio? Ooh, wait, no, the bio is more interesting all of a sudden. Daniela? I prefer Midfred more, so I'm going to call you Midfred. Looks like you're really into TV and backlogged. What the fuck is backlogged? It's just, it's video games. It's Video games. And then music board. What kind of dumb music do you listen to? This all appears to be rap from SoundCloud. This is all SoundCloud rap. Look at all of these anime avatars for this music. These are your favorite artists' top 50? Are you sure? Are you sure these are your favorite artists? I don't even know if these are artists or just someone trying to prank me with a really bad Photoshop thing going on. Ugh. So why don't we then move over to the favorite films, because at least I can comment on those. And not much else, because this profile is kind of bare. I guess maybe certain parts of Letterboxd were turned on for people who were actually in Russia. Good for them. Good for them. Letterboxd, I mean. So, we have Nightcrawler, Good Time Drive, and Under the Silver Lake. So what I can assume from this, MINFRED, is that you've got a thing for extraordinarily toxic men. And maybe that's not something that you should be proud of. Maybe that's not something you should be shouting from the rooftops with your Letterboxd profile. It's not really a good look for you, although it would explain why you're totally okay with Vladimir Putin running your stupid fucking country. So now we move down to the recent likes, which include films like John Wick Chapter 4, which I think you would have to steal because I don't think it actually opened in Russia. Copenhagen Cowboy, which is on Netflix, which I thought actually ended its service in Russia, but maybe not. Halloween Ends, which is absolute dumpster fire, and Dahmer, probably something that Vladimir Putin watched to get some inspiration on his little invasion of a democratic country known as Ukraine. Fuck Vladimir Putin as well. I'm not a fan of him either. So what is actually going on with this thing? There's like 6 lists, you barely watch anything, you don't follow anyone. Is this maybe an Ayumi alt? Is that maybe what's going on here? You're giving lots of 4 and 5 star ratings. Wow, you must really love all this shit, except you're not rating any of this, so I don't even know what I'm supposed to think about that. I guess we'll take a look at your 6 lists. Oh, look at that. They all managed to have more than one film in them. We're already a step up from the last one we looked at. But it looks like most of these are just boring lists. Quentin Tarantino, Star Wars, Halloween, Martin Scorsese, Batman. We've seen them all before, but we haven't seen Nicholas Winding Refn ranked before. So why don't we take a look at that? And naturally, you have Drive near the top. And a whole bunch of other film featuring toxic men as well. I can't even say anything about Fear X because I've never goddamn well seen it. But I feel like Neon Demon gets a bad rap. I feel like that's a better film than it is. What is Too Old to Die Young? Is this like a Netflix thing again? Oh, yeah, it is, with Miles Teller. Miles Teller did a Winding Refn thing? Ugh. But you know what, MINFRED? You probably shouldn't be putting miniseries in your goddamn list. Copenhagen Cowboy's another one. Look at that, 312 minutes. Ain't no way that's a film. That's a goddamn TV show. Get it the hell out of here. So what about the actual films that you rank? Because literally there's not much else I can roast here, just aside from the fact that you are in Russia. And if you happen to be someone who is against the Putin regime, good for you. Do something about it. But what's down here with the half stars? The Last Jedi, that's a dumb take. Obviously, The Last Jedi is better than Rise of Skywalker. Like, it's not even close. It's not even funny. It looks like you're just being an idiot by putting all of the sequel trilogy down this low, when it is only Rise of Skywalker that deserves that amount of hate and vitriol. But I wouldn't expect someone like you to be level-headed about things like that. That's another dig at being in Russia or being Russian. What else have we got here? Exorcist 2, The Heretic. Yeah, that's pretty terrible. Catwoman, that's pretty terrible. These are mostly correct. American Sniper, hitting a little bit too close to home, I bet. What else do we got going on? Planet of the Apes, Halloween. You really do not like the Halloween movies that much, despite having a list for them. The Many Saints of Newark. Hey, thank you for rating that lowly. Actually, that's way too high. The Many Saints of Newark at 2.5 stars. Oh, no. And saying that that's on the same level as Cruella, the production design and the costume design alone clears The Many Saints of Newark by a lot. By a lot. By so very much. Also, kind of weird here to see Clerks 2 and Tron being put on the same level. Like, Tron, the all-time science fiction classic from the early 80s. Not that it's, like, better than films that came out in the same year, like The Thing and Blade Runner, but still, a goddamn masterwork and you gave it a 2.5 star. You're treating it like it's mid, although your name is MINFRED, so maybe you're just playing into the thing that I made up a couple of minutes ago. Your next 3 stars? It's worth more than that. It's got to be at least a 3.5 star film. Yeah, it is now, according to me. And I guess MINFRED or MIDFRED, Russian puppet, Putin puppet, whatever your name is. Let's just see what we got going on up here. Not a basic Criterion bitch, probably because Criterion isn't in that country anymore. Nitram, though, up top. You don't really see that film listed very often, but it is quite good. I would probably put it at a 4 star. Hey, look at that, I did put it at a 4 star. Good for me. We also have, what is going on here? I'm trying to see if there's any more films here that just have like super toxic guys in the lead, like The House That Jack Built, or Shot Caller, or The Brawl in Cell Block 99. Actually, I haven't seen that one. I shouldn't comment on that. Joker, though. Joker's a good example. Joker's a very good example. And I'm just going to ignore that you have bones and all here because that's a great movie. A lot of 5 stars here, though. A lot of 5 stars. What is this monster one from 2004? And why do you think it's as good as Memories of Murder, City of God, and like No Country for Old Men? Also, Revenge of the Sith at 5 stars is stupid. It's stupid. It's a dumb take. It's a dumb, stupid take for silly people who don't take cinema seriously. Your prequel memes are all over that shit, and it's showing. Your prequel memes, your r/prequel memes are showing, and I don't like it. They need to stay there. They need to stay locked up. Kind of like how Vladimir Putin needs to be locked up. Am I right, chat? Am I right? Can we get a hell yeah in chat if we want Vladimir Putin to be locked up or killed? That would be fine. I would be fine with that. Oh, God. All right, let's just end this roast here. I think that's all I can do. There wasn't a lot in that profile, Jeez Louise. TJ said single-handedly destroy Putin. Yeah, fuck that guy. Of course a man would rank the Neon Demon that low. Elle Fanning deserves better. Hashtag not all men. My favorite phrase for that, for the not all men, and I know, Knox, you're probably saying that in jest, but what is it? It's like, not all men, and yet somehow always it's a man. Hoorah! Hell yeah! We need more healthy men representation. Very true. Very true. Like me. I'm a healthy male to look up to, right? Right? Probably? The prequels are the best thing to ever come out of Star Wars. No. Obviously, it's the original trilogy. Obviously. Healthy men destroy Putin? I agree. Honestly, I might be biased because of Elle, but it's definitely an interesting film. Even the last act wasn't that strong, talking about Neon Demon. Wait, what? What would you have to do to him? Sabotage, espionage? You just get pushed out of... Oh, what would you have him do? Oh, in terms of, like, helping get rid of Putin. So I would be like, yo, how about you form an organized resistance that started undermining the government in any way that it possibly could. And then when you've amassed enough popular support, you overthrow the authoritarian government that has ruled your country for decades. You do something like that. It's worked in other countries. I don't see why it wouldn't work in Russia. Do you have to be secretive about it? Yeah. Is there danger involved? Yeah. But the alternative is living in a country that is currently invading a democratic country. That should be a red flag. Well, I mean, they already had a red flag, but you know what I'm saying. It's even worked in Russia before. Exactly. They've got the blueprint. Yes, me being a non-man, I got your backs. Cool. Healthy men, what up? Also, oh my god, protect queer people in Russia? Yeah, that too. Or just overthrow the government. That'd be a great way to protect queer people in Russia. Just overthrow the government. All right, so this next one's interesting. This next roast, this next potential roast target. Here we got Dabbenstein95, who is occasionally in this chat, and I know that I've roasted Dabbenstein before, and I'm pretty sure that they super chatted, which is why I remember this so much. And I don't think that they have changed their Letterboxd profile at all. Even like the bio is the same. I remember roasting this poor so-and-so because they like watching films and vibing out. I probably took a lot of issue with the term vibing out, and probably also this atrocious and ugly profile picture that looks like something that crawled out of my sewer and asked me on a date. And I think that instead of roasting Dabbenstein again, considering that they have done literally nothing new and changed nothing in their profile, I'm instead going to roast Ethan. Hello, Ethan. You weren't expecting that, were you? Oh no, I snuck up behind you and did something with your hair to mess it up, and now you don't know what to do because your confidence is shot because you probably put a lot of something in your hair. Your hair needs to be good or else you don't have any self-confidence. And I know that because I've looked at your profile picture already. And look at you. You probably had a bad hair day and you decided to put a backwards hat on when you went into a dumpster? Ethan, why are you in a dumpster in this photo? Are you getting your film collection out of there? Is that where you keep it? Because I know you have trash taste. I know that you have horrible takes on films, and I'm going to expose them all in a moment. But is this where you keep your films? Are you secretly hoping that a garbage truck is going to come by, lift up this giant heap of nonsense, and take it away to a dump where it actually belongs so you no longer have to live in proximity to it? Is that the great hope? If that's true, then I suggest that you change tactics, because obviously every time the garbage truck shows up, they take a look inside, see your garbage-ass movies, and say, you know what? We don't need to make the dump any filthier than it already is. So I guess, fuck you, Ethan. Fuck you. Anyways, what's going on with your favorite films, Ethan? Looks like you got the Lego Movie, Interstellar, Dune, and Top Gun Maverick here. Well, the first thing I'm going to say about Top Gun Maverick, and I've said this before and I have no problem saying it again, the movie's kind of fascist. It's kind of a fascist movie. If you don't know why, there are think pieces on it. Please go look that up. It's an interesting take on what film criticism actually should be. Not just people sitting in front of a camera being like, hey, I think the cinematography was pretty good. It was an action-packed thrill ride. Wow, my jaw was on the floor. That's not film criticism. That's you just saying your thoughts out loud. Anyways, Dune is cool, Interstellar is overrated, and the Lego Movie is maybe the best thing Chris Pratt has ever done, and that's about it. Mostly, this is boring, you're boring, these are all American films from the last 10 years. You gotta watch other stuff, Ethan. Look through that dumpster a little bit harder and you might find a diamond in the rough down below, although I don't know if you actually will. Hey, look, you've got recent activity. You didn't like Mission Impossible 2, the worst Mission Impossible film? I am stunned. Also, you have Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny here at a 3, some comedy special at a 4.5, which I don't even give a shit about. Like, I don't even put these, I think, in my Letterboxd. I don't even rank them. Like, who cares? And also Sound of Freedom, which someone in the chat has pointed out to by saying, isn't that some weird conservative movie? And we'll talk about that in a second. But first, let's see what they had to say about Sound of Freedom. A moderator has removed this review. Interesting. I have never seen this before. I don't know what to make of this. What could they have said about Sound of Freedom in a 4.5-star review that would have got them removed? Hold on. Now I feel like I want to get more into what's going on here. Wait. No, it wouldn't have just been removed if it was a QAnon thing. It would have had to have been like either very racist, bigoted, or maybe something that's very violent. And I'm actually looking for a specific film here, if you guys will all just bear with me, because I'm wondering I wonder why. No, I don't see it. I was looking for What is a Woman, just to see if there was anything over there. But yeah, Sound of Freedom. This is a film that I have heard is actually kind of okay. The only problem is that it is being used by right-wing conservative nutjob idiots on the internet like Tim Pool and a bunch of other people to be like, oh my God, the mainstream media is not covering this film about child trafficking. Therefore, they're all child traffickers. Like literally people are making YouTube videos saying shit like, we all know why Disney wouldn't release this film for 5 years. And like the implication is that the people who work at Disney are pedophiles. That's what they're trying to get at. I don't know if they say it explicitly because I'm pretty sure the lawyers at Disney would just love to sue these stupid idiots for all that they're worth for slander. But yeah, I think this is essentially what it comes down to. That this is a movie that stars a QAnon guy, I think was made by a QAnon guy, was at Disney, got lost in the shuffle after the Fox, the takeover of Fox. It didn't get released for 5 years because it's a $15 million budget movie and Disney just does not play on that level. And they also probably just didn't want to put out a movie that had anything to do with QAnon, especially in the last 2 to 3 years of Trump's presidency. Like, no shit. And then it got the rights got picked up again and was released into theaters. And then it made a decent amount of money. It made like $40 or $50 million. Now people are like, the mainstream media is not talking about this movie that's about child trafficking. And like, meanwhile, they like don't seem to remember other movies about child trafficking that have been released in the past and that mainstream media did cover. Like, isn't Sicario a movie that deals with child trafficking to some degree? But those are the facts that these people forget because it has nothing to do with pushing their narrative. So I am interested about why Ethan here would have their review removed. Honestly, that's weird, and I'm wondering. This is the thing. I once stopped a roast of someone because they said some stupid fashy shit on a review for What is a Woman, or really some kind of anti-trans stuff mostly. And so I'm wondering if Ethan got something removed. Is there anything here that would be like, oh, what's going on? But I also kind of want to give him the benefit of the doubt because maybe he just said something like, we should kill all pedophiles. And then that was removed for like violence, right? Like that's something that would be flagged and removed because it's inciting violence against shitty people, right? So yeah, I kind of want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but maybe we're not going to go too far or too hard into roasting him. I'm actually just kind of curious to see what's on the low end for this guy. No half stars, but Morbius does get a 1 star. That's good. Mission Impossible 2, Killing Joke, 65. Man, yeah, I just can't stop thinking about that. I want to know what was in his review. Ethan, if you see this roast, this poor ass attempt at a roast, get in the comments and let me know what you had in your original review. Yeah, you know what? I think that's basically going to be the roast of Ethan. I just don't know what to do beyond that. We've had a couple of roasts go awry today, huh? I guess at least one of them was funny because I was laughing so hard. Thank you all for sticking with me. Probably some QAnon reviews. See, I don't know if a QAnon review, like just saying QAnon was right or something in a review, I don't think that gets you flagged and removed. I don't think that gets your thing removed. Like if we go to like my own Letterboxd account, I just go to one of my reviews. Like I don't know if I can actually report myself. Go to one of my Mission Impossible reviews. Can I flag my own stuff? Oh shit, I can flag my own stuff. That's probably a good thing. So let's go and flag Jack. Jack's here. I'm going to go flag one of Jack's reviews. This one for Tar. I have decided that this review by Jack should be flagged. Wait, where is it? Okay, yeah, so here's the flag. Report this review. So here's what you can do. You can flag for abuse, plagiarism, spam, spoilers, or other reason, right? So abuse would definitely be something like we should kill all the pedophiles or something like that. That is what would go under there. Other reason, I guess you could just be like, this is spreading conspiracy theories or something like that. That could be part of it, but I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I just don't know. I don't know. I've never seen that before. And don't worry, Jack. I'm not actually going to report your. What is this? Is this a good review on Tar? Anthony Fantano. But if he was lesbian, problematic, and rated Fletch the Bolt Cutters a 5.5. All right, that wasn't bad. I'm not here to roast you, though. That's not what we're all about today. Jarp Carp, you are on another live stream? How dare you betray me like that? I cannot believe that you would betray me like that. Yeah, of course it's fine. I'm just happy y'all are here, just chilling, watching me fail at roasting people today. This is probably the worst roast live stream I've ever done. I'm just thinking about the metal show I'm going to go to later and the nachos I'm going to eat beforehand and how good those are going to be. Oh man, I haven't had nachos in a long time. My PC has crashed 3 times. Now I have it fixed. My God. Sounds like you might need to upgrade your power supply, man. Or something like that. I don't really do IT. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just watch Linus Tech Tips occasionally. Are you going to open up the pit tonight, TJ? It's probably not that kind of metal show. I guess it depends on how many people are there, but I don't expect it to be like a mosh type metal show. It's going to be more of like a stand around drinking beers with your bros kind of show, I think. I think it's going to be like that. And like the main headliner, I guess no one here's from Toronto, so it's fine. I'm going to see a band called Celeste. They're a French, they're like a French metal band. They're kind of just like a really heavy hardcore band, but I consider them metal because of the way that they produce themselves. But they do this really cool atmospheric thing for their shows where they basically flood the venue with fake smoke. That part's gonna suck. But then they mostly just like keep all the lights off except for like these red high beam type things they have like coming off of their faces. So you're really just like hearing the music and seeing these like random lights coming off of their head, like these random beams of red light coming off everywhere. And it's like really atmospheric and cool and shit. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, it's not really the type of music that I personally would mosh to. Although shit, there probably are going to be some people who open it up. The last time I was in a mosh pit was like a few weeks ago at a Creator show. I see someone in here said they're going to a Megadeth show, and you probably know who Creator is. And they played one of my favorite songs, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm going in the pit for this. I was gassed after like 15 seconds. I prevailed because I have a lot of mosh experience. I used to be one of the kings of the pit back in my younger days, but it's beyond me at this point. I don't know how the kids stay in there for like a full set because I was gassed after 15 or 20 seconds, but I stayed in for the entire song. I was able to have like a couple of breaks here and there, you know, like those parts of the song where people kind of stop moshing and it's kind of like, whew, I think I'm just gonna chill for a second. I had those, got my breath back, and then, you know, the adrenaline just carries you through to the end. But after that, I was like, I'm done. I'm great. I'm good now. I went back to my friend. He was holding on to my beer, and I was like, thank you so much. And continued to watch Creator, and it was fun. So even if there is a pit tonight, I will not be in it, especially because they're not playing any songs from my favorite record. It's a damn shame. This live stream has been dope, dude. It's always sweet getting the Cinemateq community together. Well, thank you, Paul. You look like the Bandit Elite from Rainbow Six Siege, bro. What? Manhunter, I don't see you in the chat very often. This may be your first day, and it's shit like this that I need to hear from people. I actually love it when people get into the chat and when they come and talk to me and they're like, hey, you know, you look a lot like this person. Whoa, hold on. You think I look like this guy? You think I look like this dude? I mean, this guy's in a German biker gang, so I'm wondering about his. Oop, nope, that's not what I wanted. You think I look like this guy? This guy is tough, man. His beard is way bigger than mine. I would have to shave my. I would have to do, instead of doing a 2 on top, I would have to go to a 1 to get that look. I would also need to get like this filled in on my head because I somehow have a widow's peak. And I would need to get more tattoos and grow my beard more. But I can kind of see what you're going for. This guy's also older and meaner looking. This will probably be me in like 10 years if I get way hotter. Although I appreciate the people in the chat saying that I'm prettier than this guy. I don't know. I don't know. You have that badass look like that, do I? What are you doing coming around here? Fucking around. We don't do that around here. Oh no. Was that badass? Is that how I look? I'd watch your streams more often, but you usually stream when I'm asleep. Yeah, that's why I try to switch up the stream times, you know. I can't really stream any earlier than this because I feel like the core audience in North America and Europe wouldn't show up at all if I streamed at like, 9 a.m. And I've actually tried doing that before, although that was a long ass time ago. That was more sexy badass. That was more sexy than badass, I'm afraid. God damn it. It's always this weird thing with me where I try to be badass and I just come off looking so fucking hot and I hate it. No one is ever intimidated by me. They all just want to have sex with me. And it's a big source of concern for me personally because I want to be able to intimidate people. I've had enough bitches. I've had enough. I want to intimidate people. Can't even say it all with a straight face. Also, this guy looks like me? Damn. Something to strive for, maybe. Also, look at him riding a motorcycle. I don't know how to ride a motorcycle. I can't pull off jeans like that. I gotta wear black jeans, baby. Although, you know what? There's like, I can see a path, right? That gets me from current me to this for a Halloween costume in like 2 years. Go to the gym, put in the reps, get some tattoos, get some tattoos on my body, specifically a heart tattoo right above my heart. Like, I wouldn't do that. I'm not that basic. That's basic. That's like basic tattoo shit. I bet the person who designed this character doesn't have a single tattoo on their body, and it's like, what would we put for a tattoo on someone's chest? I know. A heart, because that's where the heart is. And we can put a tattoo for the liver where the liver is, and a tattoo for the brain where the brain is. That would actually be kind of a cool tattoo. Hold on, I need to find I want to find this. Head tattoo, brain. Yeah. Oh man, some of these are bad. Some of these are bad. Someone paid money for that. Oh god. I want to see someone who just has like a brain tattoo though. Yo, that's not bad. I don't mind that. I forget the name of that style of tattooing though. Mind over matter. Oh, that's sick. Oh man, this one's dope. Did you guys ever hear about this story? You ever hear about this story? This guy had a kid, like a daughter, I think. Fuck off with your cookies. I don't want any of them. Eat my shit. Fine. No, eat shit. No, fuck off. So this guy had a daughter, and he has like an ear thing, right? Like needs an earpiece to help her hear. And in order to make her feel like she like wasn't alone or that it was a totally normal thing, he got a tattoo of it, so she could grow up knowing that like it's a normal thing to have this. That's so goddamn wholesome. That's so cool, man. There's another good guy right there. We were talking about good guys earlier in the stream. We need more dudes like that. More dudes like that. Kind of like the tattoo guy in Gravity Falls. Who's that? You look more like James Collins, a former West Ham player. I feel like I've gotten that one before. I think I've been compared to a footballer before. Hold on. I have to investigate all of these now. I'm sorry for the people who are waiting for a roast, but I need to know who my doppelganger is. Are you sure? Are you sure? Oh, wait. You think I look like this guy? His eyes are closer together, I'm pretty sure. But the eye color and the beard color is not that far off. I'm more like red skin, but that's probably just because I'm like warm and shit right now. You know what? I could see it. I can see it. His head's a little bit rounder than mine, though. My head's like, well, it's round from this angle. It's got a nice curve back. But when you look at it here, it's like up and peaking and stuff. I don't know. It's weird. That's a real man. Yes, it was. Real men are healthy and get tattoos for their kids. Hell yeah, they do. For a second, when you said I looked like James Collins, I was like, this guy? But then I saw he played for Luton Town and not West Ham. So I was like, okay, something's wrong here. Hey, how's it going? It's going good. People are just suggesting the people that I look like, and I'm confirming or denying it. We're not even really doing roasts anymore because I've already fucked up the roast so badly today. Not fuck them up, but it's been a weird roast so far. Which will you watch first, Barbie or Oppenheimer? I'm gonna do if I'm doing the double bill, I'm gonna watch Barbie first because I've just heard that Oppenheimer is so emotionally devastating that I don't know if I'd be able to recover in time in order to go and then watch Barbie and have fun, right? So yeah. I wonder who's next on the list. Well, someone is next on the list. Let me just pull this up because I guess we should probably roast someone, right? That's why we're all here. I've heard both are awesome. I've heard the same thing. I am very excited. The fact that we went through like a rough patch with like Dial of Destiny and The Flash and movies are just like tanking and doing poorly. The fact that we're now going to be on a run of like Dead Reckoning Part 1, Barbie, and Oppenheimer in the space of like a week and a half, it makes me so happy. Like literally 3 of the best films of the year are coming out in this 2-week period. And after that moment of just shitty films failing at the box office and everyone like being like, oh my God, cinema's dead. Everything's terrible. Now it's just going to be like, yes, we are all transforming into our final cinema forms this next week. We're going to be doing Mission Impossible, Barbie, and Oppenheimer, and we're all just going to fucking ascend, you know? Super Saiyan level 4 is attainable, even though I don't think that's canon anymore because GT isn't part of Dragon Ball canon anymore. Why do I know that? I don't know. You know what I do know, though? It's time for the roast of Mitchell Manley. Speaking of positive men, do you think he is one of them? I don't know. If not, there's probably a positive man hidden somewhere in his beard. Look at how goddamn bushy this is. I could grow my beard that long, but if I did, so much more moisture would be sapped out of my body that I would be permanently dehydrated. I really hope this guy owns a good skin moisturizer. And honestly, since we were talking about people that I looked like this guy, but like 20 years ago when I played in a metal band and had long hair. Literally me. Like, if this is a bass, it is a bass. Literally me. This guy right here. Except he's not me, because he's only seen 545 films. A tiny amount, a small amount, a disgustingly small amount of films. And they've only watched 33 in 2022. Wait, why in 2022 and why not in 2023? How old is this profile? Do you even do recent activity? Do you watch movies? Sir, do you watch movies? I'm now the film police. Actually, no, fuck that. Cops are stupid. I'm now the film social workers? Yeah, I'm a film social worker. Do you watch films, sir? Because I feel like you're not watching any films, sir. Wait, do they even have any stats for 2023? They don't. This person probably hasn't logged anything in 1,000 years. Yo, August 2022. It's been almost a year since this person did anything on their Letterboxd account, and yet for some reason 2 months ago they were like, please TJ, roast me, film daddy, roast me as hard as you can. Well, okay, Mitchell, I'll see what I can do, even though you're not keeping this shit up to date at all. And so what do we have here right off the bat? The favorite, the blowout, the cachet, the beyond the hills, all garbage, all stupid. Who could even think about sitting through these dumb movies? Did you even review any of these? Do you have words about them? More incisive brilliance from Christian Mungui. That's totally something that is not spelled or pronounced that way, and that's fine, because honestly, I saw that it was on the Criterion channel, and I'm sure Cash is as well. No, it isn't. Cachet, I don't care, but I'm going to declare it. I'm going to do it anyways. Basic Criterion, bitch, baby. Oh yeah, because I think Blowout is in the Criterion Collection, and this probably is, and that's about all. So what else is going on in here? The Incredible Shrinking Man, the movie from 1957, which is actually a pretty good movie, so I'm going to leave that one alone. Byzantium. I think this guy probably just saw this name and was like, oh, this is a metal band, I think. I'm going to go watch this. Because, like, if this guy doesn't listen to some heavy metal, I know he's from Memphis, so he's more likely to be in a shitty country band. But if this guy doesn't listen to some metal, some, like, doom shit, some stoner shit, I would be shocked. So even though he says here that he was really into Saoirse Ronan and Caleb Landry Jones being, like, all, you know, in love or whatever, or that he loves that combination, I'm pretty sure that he got to this film because he thought it was a metal band. Pretty sure. And ooh, look at that. There's some popular reviews here. Trick or Treat. Why, that's a Halloween movie. And they watched it on October 30th, the day before Halloween. In fact, All Hallows Eve, you could say, which is the more spooky of the days. Welp, I've got a new annual Halloween staple. If your annual Halloween staple is anything other than Halloween, please put the movie down. You don't deserve it anymore. Walk away. Everyone should watch Halloween on Halloween. It is the Halloween movie. The perfect Halloween movie exists, and it's this kitschy, campy masterpiece. It's not camp. We've been over this. If you don't like this movie, it's because you didn't watch it on Halloween when its power is greatest. P.S. I would die for Rhonda. If Doherty still makes that sequel, I want to know what she's up to these days. Who is Rhonda? Is that a character in this film, or is that like an actress who played someone? I forgot that Brian Cox is in this. Who's Rhonda? Who's Rhonda? Who's Rhonda? I'm not seeing a Rhonda here. Who's Rhonda? Think of Rhonda. Ooh, there we go. There's a Rhonda. Someone who's only ever been in one film before. Cool. Way to die for someone who's not even famous. What are you even doing on this star-fucking website if not pronouncing that you would die for literal celebrities? Boo on you. You also got 4 likes for Orphan. Isabelle Fuhrman is insanely good. She was supposed to be in a Suspiria remake in 2012, which got canceled. Probably a good thing, because we got the Superior Suspiria in 2018. Man, try to say that 5 times fast. Superior Suspiria. Wait, shit. You can't even say it twice. Superior Suspiria. Superior Suspiria. Superior Suspiria. Superior Suspiria. Superior Suspiria. Superior Suspiria. Wow. That's way fucking harder than I thought it would be. Everyone try that at home and say it as loud as you can. Really let your neighbors know that you're possessed by a demon, and his name is TJ. So what else did they say here? Damn shame she isn't in the one that eventually saw release. No, because the new Suspiria is fantastic, and the person who was in it, I think it was Chloe Grace Moretz, was awesome in it. Or wait, no, it was Dakota Jones or Dakota Jackson. Dakota Johnson? Dakota Johnson. Yeah, we love her. Get her in an Oz Perkins or Ari Aster movie stat. Well, she's going to have to wait until, I guess, Ari Aster is okay. See, that was a callback to earlier in the stream when that one person was like, is Ari Aster okay? It's a callback. I just did a callback. Look at me. I'm a modern movie franchise with my callbacks. And you know what? Quick word on that. For those of you who have seen Dead Reckoning Part 1 already or who are planning to, there is a callback to the first Mission Impossible film that is cool, and I liked how the way that they approached it and the way that they did it. Probably one of the better callbacks I've ever seen in a film because it's subtle, but it's a nice little like wink to the people who've been watching Mission Impossible films for like almost 20 years. Anyways, this person has 3 lists. January Criterion 2021. Hey, all of you at home, watching at home. Didn't I call this person a basic Criterion bitch? Did I not call them a basic Criterion bitch? You doubted me. You thought to yourself, oh, TJ's wrong on this. He's just saying weird shit because this person's got the favorite in their favorites. And honestly, there was some alliteration there that I realized I could have actually done some work with, but I missed it. But hey, you know what? At least we all now know that I was right. That this is a basic Criterion bitch. The basiest of basic Criterion bitch, because they have three lists, and two of them are Criterion. January Criterion 2021 and Criterion 70s Horror. Oh my God. Can you not feel the bitchness from here? Because I can. It's coming off of this screen like the sun. Actually, no, that's my light. So it's kind of like the light that's right there. Whew. So much bitchness. So much of the basic Criterion bitchness. Also, these lists I can't really do anything with. Horror. What horror movies do you like? This isn't ranked. So these are just movies that are horror movies. Okay, you know what I'm going to do actually because I saw them. Let's point out the ones that are Canadian. Pontypool. Ginger Snaps. The Battery, actually, I think is Canadian. Isn't it Canadian? Nope. Very USA. I guess it's just so low budget that I thought it was Canadian. Wait, isn't the Autopsy of Jane Doe Canadian? Nope, UK, USA. Well, then, don't we all feel stupid? I was kind of trying to find one that's like, oh yeah, that's definitely not Canadian. Hey, Shadow the Vampire, isn't that Canadian? No. I guess there's only two. I thought there would be more. Like, whenever you see Ginger Snaps and Pontypool, like, so, like, close and up top like that, you're like, oh man, there's going to be more Canadian horror films in here. And then there just was none other ones. So, shit on me. Shit on me. And I wonder how many films are in here for Mr. Mitchell Manley. These are all just going to be horror films, right? The Room, 1 star but loved. So typical. So typical. And we get like out of the 2.5 star, or get to the 2.5 stars super quick. Guy is not that into being critical. Cosmopolis at a 2 though is actually kind of true. So good for him. What else we got here? Nocturne, The Wrestler. Only 8 pages of stuff, but we're already at 3.5 stars. Adaptation, hold on. You have Adaptation at a 3.5? And it's on par with, like, Martyrs? Huh? And The Card Counter? No. Wait, Pickpocket? Isn't that the Bresson film? You dumb bastard. How can you be a basic Criterion bitch? Wait, what? A basic Criterion bitch. I can say Supreme Suspiria 5 times fast, but I can't say something about a Criterion so-and-so. You have Pickpocket at a 3 star, and you think that, like, Hush and A Scanner Darkly clear it? You're a basic Criterion bitch. This is opposite of what you should be thinking. No, my man. No. Also, another Canadian horror film, The Cube, right there. Look, I found one. I told you. Why isn't this in your horror list? Why isn't The Cube in your horror list? Do you hate Canada? Is that the thing? Do you hate Canada? Oh my God. How can you hate Canada? We're so lovable. Look at me as an example. I've done nothing but praise you this entire time. What we got here at the top end, though? Hey, look, another Canadian horror film, which is not in your list. What the fuck? Videodrome. Dude, what's going on here? You also have Safe here. That's pretty good. I love this fucking poster, dude. This tells you literally nothing about this film. Fantastic. Fantastic poster. We'll never not love this poster. We'll never hang it on a wall in my home because people will think that I do weird things at night. And I don't want people to think that. But yeah, it's a Todd Haynes film with Julianne Moore, and it's this tells you nothing. This really tells you nothing. But it's great. It's a really good movie. It's a slow movie though. It's slow cinema. The Cube is fire. Hell yeah, it is. There probably is fire in it as well. I can't remember though. It's been a long time since I've seen it. Actually, wait, did I ever tell you guys how I played pool? Like not with, but next to the table of one of the actors from The Cube? Because of course The Cube is Canadian. It's got all Canadian people in it, and one of them I guess lives in Toronto, or at least did live in Toronto. So yeah, I played pool next to the guy from Cube. It's pretty fun. I probably should have gone up to him and been like, "Oh my God, you're in The Cube! Can you sign this pool cue that I don't even own?" And he'd be like, "Get the fuck out of here, kid! I'm too cool for you." And I'd be like, "Yes, sir," and I would walk away. What else we got? What else is here? What's going on? 9 Days, deep cover. Trying to let us know that they're into like the weird stuff. Who was it that got me to watch 9 Days? Was that like a Cinemateq year-end award type thing? Because I feel like it was nominated for something and then I had to watch it. I can't remember why. Which guy from The Cube? The main guy. Pretty sure. There's no way for me to know unless I go back to the thing and see The Cube. Why was The Cube so low, actually? The Cube is great. Gotta love The Cube. Gotta love The Cube. God damn it. Cube. It was this guy. I was playing pool next to this guy. Nicole DeBoer? Is that him? Or no, it's Maurice Dean Wint, I think. Yeah. This guy. Wait, he's English? Oh, he's born in England, immigrated to Canada in '67. I was gonna say, yeah, he's definitely Canadian. And he's also in Rude. I saw Rude. That was cool. Brother, I saw. That was fun. Doesn't look very approachable. Oh, no, he's very approachable. He's super approachable. I'm just a coward. That's what you guys don't understand. Like, okay. I'm not actually a coward. Probably. I've never really been tested in that way. But usually when I'm, like, out in public, especially when it comes to, like, celebrities and things like that, I just assume that they want to be left alone. And so I leave them alone. That's kind of what I do. That's kind of how I run my life, you know? I've told you guys before about how I once like walked past Mads Mikkelsen. I was in the same LCBO as Lawrence Fishburne. And, you know, unless I'm in a situation where I'm supposed to be talking to a celebrity, I just leave them the fuck alone because I assume that they have enough random people coming up to them being like, "Oh my God, it's you!" And I don't want to add to that, you know? And what? What am I going to do? Take a photo of myself with them? The fuck is that going to do? I'll just remember the fact that I walked by him. You know how many times I've told the story about the time I walked by Mads Mikkelsen? That wouldn't be enhanced by me having a photo of me being like, "Yo, what's up?" Or wait, hold on. I probably should go to a thing here. "Yo, what's up? It's me with Mads Mikkelsen. He's right here sitting on his luggage." Like that. What does that do? What does that add? Nothing. It doesn't do anything for me or him except, you know, it inconveniences him and it makes me look like an idiot because I would be acting like an idiot in that circumstance. And I would say that Mads Mikkelsen in that moment was not super approachable because he looked very sad. I think he was like tired. He was like leaving Canada after a long shoot on Hannibal. He was just like, "I got to get out of here." He did not look approachable. I'm sure he would be if I did. He seems like a fairly laid back guy, but you know, still, I'm not gonna bother. By the way, this Taika Waititi film Boy is very good, and you should watch it. It's on Amazon Prime, I guess. Go check it out. But yeah, I think that's about all I can do here for Mitchell. Probably more than he deserves, considering he hasn't updated his Letterboxd profile in almost a year. Wow, Mitchell. Way to be a lazy fuck. And that's that. That is that. Yeah, I don't understand the selfie thing with random celebrities. That's embarrassing. I tend to agree. Like, you know, good for you for doing it, I guess. And if it makes you happy and it's not like a problem and you're not like interfering with someone, like whatever. But like, I just don't see the appeal, you know? Celebrities are just rich people that everyone knows, you know? If someone were to be walking down the street and they were like, "I'm worth $80 million, I wouldn't suddenly like, you know, go crazy and try to get a photo with them, right? Like that. It seems silly to me to do that. When are you gonna roast me? I don't know, man. I have no idea. It depends on when you signed up for the list. Wait. Byzantine was an empire, by the way? Oh yeah. No, I know that. I took history in university. Not like as my main, but I did like a couple of classics courses, and I'm sure we talked about the Byzantine Empire. Sorry, I will continue to watch Clue on Halloween. That's valid, but Halloween is better. Brian Cox's best performance is in Manhunter. I mean, you're biased because your name is the Manhunter. What is Brian Cox's best performance? It's an interesting question. A question that I will now answer by looking this up. You know what's weird? When I think about Brian Cox, I know a lot of people think about that one TV show that he's been doing recently. But when it comes to Brian Cox, I almost invariably, whenever someone says his name, the film that comes to mind first is The Ring. And I don't know why that is. But I always think of The Ring first when I think of Brian Cox. I don't know why. But in terms of his best performance, I mean, it's kind of weird because he's always been kind of like a supporting actor, you know? Like he was a supporting actor in X2, supporting actor in Adaptation, support in The Ring, support in the Bourne Identity films. I can't think of a lot of films where he was like the guy, you know? He was supporting The Long Kiss Goodnight, supporting Kiss the Girls. What are the movies where he was the guy, where he was the star, where he was the dude? because he's definitely a good actor. But like, what's a Brian Cox film? What's a Brian Cox movie? Churchill? I guess this movie where he played Churchill that I've never seen. No idea. So yeah, what is a Brian Cox film? Also, he did a film with Samara Weaving? Really? And Carly Shakeen? Zach Avery? Man, he's well down. He's well down that list. I wonder if this is any good. Doesn't look like it. Take Nuremberg? Yeah, I just don't see any films here that are like Brian Cox movies. Prisoner's Daughter. Looks like maybe he's one of the leads in that. Maybe playing a white supremacist. I don't know. The Bay of Silence. Yeah. There's probably just like lots of like stuff down here where he starred in, like British stuff that we just don't know about. Like, I don't even know what any of these are. Is that Helen Mirren? Yeah. Color of War. He was the narrator? Yeah, okay. Just imagine Brian Cox talking about that. Why, yes, this is a terrible impersonation. Why, yes, one of my finest acting roles, actually, was being the narrator of Hitler in Color. One of the high points, actually. Weird. So, yeah. I don't know what his best role is. I do really like him in The Ring. But Manhunter, yeah, I guess is the one where he was like, he played Hannibal Lecter. So I guess maybe that is his best role. Maybe it is. He is also very good in Super Troopers, but everyone's great in Super Troopers. What a good movie. I have to wait like 10 streams to get roasted. Yeah, probably. I agree, but if Robert Pattinson is sitting next to me, I'm a faint probably. I kind of understand that. Like the proximity of it, the suddenness of it, especially if you like didn't realize that it was about to happen and then it happens. But you know what? Just play it cool. Don't pee yourself. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I signed up weeks and weeks ago. I still haven't been up yet. Patience is a virtue, my friend. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's a good thing I'm entertaining otherwise, or else I would feel real bad about like not roasting you guys a lot faster. And we could easily just do, like speed round type shit, but I feel like that would be dishonest, Don't want to do that. He's always been a supporting role. I realized that a week or so ago when I stalked his films. He needs his own film. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. He could probably do real good stuff, especially now that he's got all this Succession success, And, guys, don't worry about super chats and stuff like that. It's all good. It's just there as an option, but we'll get to everyone eventually. Let's try to make this as egalitarian as possible. Probably use that word correctly. You know what other words I can use correctly? Fuck you, which is a word I'm going to say to yescamilla, someone who's definitely time to get roasted. And what can we say about yescamilla? Literally not a goddamn thing. There's no bio, there's no profile picture, we just have a name. Just a name. And what does a name tell us? Yes, Camilla. This is probably the phrase that she wants to hear most in her life, and yet never does. Everyone's saying, no, Camilla, no. I'm sorry, Camilla, no. And now that I think about it, I wonder if she is a member of the royal family. Camilla, isn't she like queen now or something? I don't know. There's probably a joke there, but I don't know enough about the British royal family hierarchy to get into it. I also just don't know how much I'm going to be able to get into this profile at all because there's no lists. There's no list, Camilla. If you want people to start saying yes, Camilla, you have to give them things to say yes to, like things in lists that have more than one film, hopefully. So why don't we just look at her favorite films? Why don't we look at Camilla's films? What has Camilla been saying yes to? Lady Bird, Arrival, Rebecca, and A Ghost Story. Considering I've already identified the fact that people are constantly saying no, Camilla, I wonder if you just like A Ghost Story because the person with the sheet over their head with the eye holes, is that how you feel at parties? Ignored, Camilla? I think maybe that is the case here. And that's why you're not going to tell us anything about yourself because you feel like you can't just tell people about yourselves. You've been turned down too many times. So I'm here to tell you, Camilla, that yes, Camilla, you can. You can do those things. You can have a profile picture. You can have a bio. And I'm not just saying that so I can roast you better at some point in the future. I'm saying that because it's true, Camilla. You gotta get it going. Also, Arrival's pretty good. Recent activity. You saw Carmen, Chevalier, Sinister, and The Family Stone. You gave Carmen a 2.5 star? This was a decent movie. What's going on here? It is truthfully convoluted. What do you mean, Camilla? What do you mean Carmen is convoluted? It's based off of a fucking opera. People who don't know any Italian always go and watch this opera in Italian and know what's going on because, once again, it's an opera. Is Carmen an Italian opera, a French opera? I have no idea. I'm not an opera guy. But I have seen Carmen in theaters, and I can tell you right now, the story is not convoluted. It's literal boy meet girl shit, and I guess somehow Paul Mescal needs to win a bare knuckle boxing match in order to get money to escape, and that's like it. That's the movie. There's some really cool dancing in it, and that's fine. That's fine. What do you mean 2.5 stars? The acting is incredibly hearty all around, true. Paul Mescal delivers, as he always does. The screenplay could have used some more dialogue. It's literally based on an opera. What do you want them to do? Literally translate all of the words from the opera that are sung and just have people stand around saying things that are supposed to be sung in a different language? How could that possibly make it better, Camilla? I am left wondering why dance is so important to Carmen, but why should it propel the story outside of visual stunts? Because it's based on an opera. It's a different sort of film. It's not meant to be a typical Hollywood narrative thing. It is meant to embrace dance. It's meant to embrace the musicality of the opera. It's doing things that are outside of what you would find normally in a Hollywood film. Come on, Camilla. Also, it seems like you gave Sinister a very good rating, which I agree with. I watched this again while really drunk, so I wasn't scared, but I know I really like this movie, and it terrifies me. I don't know how being drunk makes things less scary. Because doesn't that just make you more, like, wobbly, you know? Like, doesn't it make you more extreme? Like, aren't you more gonna get scared? I don't know. I feel like if I were drunk watching a movie, it would just hit me a lot harder. I would allow myself to be more terrified in public as opposed to when I'm watching things sober and it's like, oh, I better not let my emotions get away with me or else people are going to think I'm a pussy. Like, no, definitely not doing that. Also, why did you say Chevalier was 2 stars? I haven't seen this, but I heard it was good. This leaves so much to be desired. The first 45 minutes are forgettable. I do like the tension in the last hour, but it's a little too late. How is the last hour a little too late? That means the tension starts more than halfway through the film. This is one case of needed a longer runtime. All right, I'll take your word for it, although I kind of don't want to. Popular reviews. Wow. Dune, incredible. 3 likes. The only thing incredible here is that you found 3 people who thought that was an incredible review. Gag me. And I guess someone also liked your Chevalier review. You got 1 like, and therefore it's on top. Does that mean it's a tie, or is this it? Have you only ever gotten 4 likes on your reviews? Maybe if you had some lists, that could help you, Camilla. Once again, say yes to lists, Camilla. Come on. All right, so why don't we take a look? You know what? I'm going to make fun of your watch list because I can. Let's see if there's anything here that's kind of fun. Oh, you want to see a movie where someone saws their own arm off? Gross, Camilla. Maybe don't say yes to that. Everything else here is like kind of good, so I can't really say anything bad about it. I think I will actually just go to your films with a yawn and a bow as I move on. Wait, someone said something about the curve. Is there like a wild curve to her profile that I missed? Whoa. That's not a curve, that's a cliff. Holy shit, that's a ton of 5 stars. But it's so evenly distributed, like nicely distributed otherwise. That's strange as hell. Well, I guess maybe we should start with the high ones, but we're not going to. Because I want to see what you gave a 1/2 star. The Bob's Burger movie? Why? It was so just average. Like, I gave it a 2.5. How could you hate this movie that much? It was fine. It made me laugh a few times. What's going on here? Now, this Resident Evil film, you are correct. This film is garbage. Welcome to Raccoon City. More like welcome to a raccoon dumpster fire. And then, wait, 1 star for The Breakfast Club. Huh? I can kind of understand maybe giving Mulan that, and giving Blonde that, but The Breakfast Club? The Breakfast Club. You think that Resident Evil Extinction is better than The Breakfast Club? You think Hocus Pocus 2 is better than The Breakfast Club? You think the Jennifer Lawrence remake of The House at the End of the Street is better than The Breakfast Club? You also think that The Batman is as good as Resident Evil and Resident Evil Apocalypse and this animated Constantine film. Well, you know what, Camilla? I'm going to take back what I said recently when I was trying to encourage you to do more with your Letterboxd profile. I am now forced to have to say that you should do way less. You should probably just leave this website and leave us all alone, because when I see takes like 50 Shades of Grey and The Woman in the Window are just as good as The Batman, I want to slowly and shamefully curl up into a ball and renounce my citizenship to the human race. Holy good gosh darn. I'm out of here. Oh yeah, and you actually gave it a like. Hold on. Someone in the chat's talking about this. I see this person hearted 50 Shades. My expectations dipped so low, it gave me a headache. But like, so like this. Like, giving this a 2-star and liking it, that's an acknowledgement that this is a bad film. But since you liked it, does that mean that you're just really into, like, basic kink type stuff? Why not just watch an actual pornographic film? Maybe I don't know. Maybe they think it's funny. Maybe Camilla thinks this is a funny movie. Maybe Camilla has a crush on either of these two people, Dakota Johnson or Jamie Dornan. And wait, this is directed by Sam Taylor Johnson, isn't that? Yeah, this is the person who groomed Aaron Taylor Johnson, and I do not use that term lightly. If you want to find out, look it up. So what else is going on here? I mean, I guess we should just flip around and look at the things that have been given the highest rating. Oh boy. Hey, we've got a donation in. Roast dajzyy with this donation. See, Zingus, you are one of those good men that we were talking about earlier. If you are, in fact, man. I should not have assumed, and I'm sorry. dajzyy. Please send me your Letterboxd profile name in the chat right now, and we will roast you next. And I'm going to make it a good one. I'm going to make it a good one for Z Zingus, because they are doing good stuff. So, what is going on down here with these 5 stars? Rock Hudson, All That Heaven Allowed, I guess just a Rock Hudson documentary. Joyride? Excuse me? No. The Umbrellas of Cherbourg? Sure, yeah, of course. Joyride? No. Dick? No, Dick never gets 5 stars. You should never, ever give Dick 5 stars. Dick can always be better. Never give Dick 5 stars. You need to be harder on Dick. You must be harder on Dick. Beef is a TV show, so I don't care. Pearl at 5 stars and Tar, like, both of these are good movies, but one is clearly better than the other, and they're both not 5-star films. Huh? Uptown Girls 5 stars. What even is this? Like a Brittany Murphy movie? It is a Brittany Murphy movie. A Brittany Murphy movie. Oh boy. Bros 5 stars and a heart, bones and all 5 stars and a heart. L? You gave L 5 stars? Oh wait, no, this is the Peter Verhoeven movie. Excuse me. The Paul Verhoeven movie. I was thinking of something else. Hey, Belle and Elle right next to each other. I mean, once again, not a 5-star movie, but that's a fun little thing. Belle and Elle right there. Belle Elle. That's a nice. That's a good potential double bill. Wind River? No, that's not. No, Wind River is not 5 stars. This is a movie by Taylor Sheridan. Like, no. Just no. No. Shiva Baby to 5 star. Hey, it's really good. Conjuring Part 2, 5 star. No, just it's not. And neither is The Conjuring, and neither is Army of the Dead. Definitely not Army of the Dead. Jeez Louise, you are being way too kind to movies here. I'm gonna need you to start being a little bit more critical, please, Camilla. Say yes, Camilla, to being critical. Although you gave The Witch 5 stars. Good for you. And Sound of Metal 5 stars. Good for you. Ooh, Pieces of a Woman, the Vanessa Kirby movie. Look, I don't care if this movie starts off with a truly awesome, like 30-minute oneer where Vanessa Kirby gives birth. But you also, I think, see Shia LaBeouf's penis in this film, and that really knocks it down. That really knocks it down by a lot, a lot. Although Vanessa Kirby is in it, so that's cool. And I think yes, Camilla. I'm gonna have to start saying no, Camilla, because we're done with you. It's all over. I hate that movie. Really? Pieces of a Woman? It premiered at TIFF during COVID. That was one of the films that I saw during the COVID TIFF in 2020. One of the 5 films that I saw. And yeah, like, it's not great. That opening oneer is pretty good though, and what's her name? Vanessa Kirby is quite good in it. What do you think, guys? Do you think maybe one day I could convince Vanessa Kirby to go on a date with me? Do you think that's something I could manage? She's probably already like married. But I feel like Vanessa Kirby and I would make a good couple, right? Probably. God damn it. Is Vanessa Kirby married? Oh, she's not listed as being married on Wikipedia. Interesting. Maybe she's just got a really private life. Maybe. I don't know. I just think that we'd be a good match, you know? I think it would work out well. I'm sure you could offer some good jokes. Yep, and nothing else. I would have nothing else to offer Vanessa Kirby except the occasional laugh. What's going on in chat here? All right, we got you giving me your thing. Thank you for that. And thank you again to Czingus for the super chat, for doing a good thing for another member of the community, paying it forward. Love to see it. Love to see it so much. And what else we got going on here in chat? It's fine that it's erotic BDSM. It's the abuse part that makes me ill. Oh, right. I forgot, because there's like emotional manipulation in the 50 Shades movies, right? I think. Maybe. 5 stars for Dick is actually kind of fire. Getting some Yas Queen vibes from this profile. Ooh, do you think maybe Yes Camilla's a girl boss, maybe? Ooh. I was gonna hate, but I see a lot of Kristen Dunst films rated high, so I'll give her a pass as a Kristen Dunst enthusiast. Fair enough. Does she swing your way, TJ? Who, Vanessa Kirby? Ooh. That's a good question. I actually don't know which way she swings. Just because you're dating someone famous doesn't mean you should be in the spotlight with them. Oh, so what you're implying is that I'm already dating Vanessa Kirby and I'm just keeping it a secret from you guys. I'm fine with that. I'm also very proud of her, the work that she did in Dead Reckoning. Very proud of her. Because she's my partner. Yeah. Vanessa Kirby and I are dating, everyone. We are in fact dating. But yeah, I actually don't know if she swings my way, which is a weird thing to say, because I am someone who is dating her. Hopefully the only one. Should probably ask her about that too. Apparently my mom thought Chris Pine. Your mom thinks that Chris Pine and Vanessa Kirby are dating? No. No. I reject that. Fave Canadian films of the decade so far? Of what, like the 2020s? Ooh. Falcon Lake, for sure. Bros isn't bad. I feel like I've spoken about other films that are Canadian that are really good that came out recently. Do I have a list for this? I mean, I know I have a list for Canadian films. Hold on. I haven't updated it in a long ass time though. Oop, shit. Oh, okay. So I do have this list on. I do have this list on the on Letterboxd. Best Canadian films of 2022. We've got Falcon Lake, Rice Boy Sleeps, Vikings, Soft, So Much Tenderness, and Crimes of the Future. I would recommend these 5 films right here, like, very easily. Falcon Lake and Rice Boy Sleeps especially. Crimes of the Future is, like, fine if you're into Cronenberg and you know what you're getting out of a modern Cronenberg film. I Like Movies is also pretty good. It's just one that I have, like, you should probably watch it. I think a lot of people who are into movies will watch this and appreciate it. It's just not my favorite Canadian film of last year. And Bones of Crows is really good if you hate the Catholic Church. It's very good at showing you what the Catholic Church did to Indigenous people in Canada recently. Well, within the last 100 to 150 years. But where's my Canadian list? My favorite Canadian films. And then sort by newest first, release date newest first. Oh, Drunken Birds. Yes. I saw this film at TIFF in 2021. Guys, this is such a good movie. It's so good. It's beautiful. I wish I could see it again. Can't believe I missed my live roasting. What was your profile name? Was it today that I did it? Also, Possessor is pretty fire. Psycho Gorman is a great little... I mean, you can tell exactly what kind of movie it is. It's like a Saturday morning cartoon, but it's R-rated. You know, it's like Power Rangers. It's like Power Rangers, but R-rated. But like the kids are on the side of the bad person. So yeah. Oh, I roasted you like 3 weeks ago. It's all good. It's all good. Firecrackers is another excellent Canadian film, although that's 2018, so that's outside of what we're talking about. And I guess the rest of these are as well. Most of the Canadian films I have on here are a bit older. But yeah. That list of films from 2022 plus Drunken Birds and excuse me, Psycho Gorman and Possessor, I recommend all of those. Psycho Gorman is stupid fun. Hell yeah, it is. Psycho Gorman is dope. It's a dope ass movie. Apparently my mom... Oh yeah. Congratulations to the two of you. Oh, thank you. Vanessa Kirby and I are very happy together. Can't believe I missed my... Oh yeah. Yeah. It's time for the roasting of dajzyy. I'm going to call you dajzyy. That's what I am going to say this. And I see here, dajzyy, that you are from Sweden. Is this a typical Swedish name? Is that why I can't pronounce it and I don't know what to do with it? The fact that it contains a Z and only one other vowel and yet is still somehow 7 letters long, or rather 6 letters long, is mystifying to me in the way that I don't understand how Sweden exists at all. Should it exist? I don't know. It's a weird thing to say about a country. I know that for sure. So why don't we move on from the place of your birth, or at least where you're living right now, and take a look at this profile picture. One where it seems like you are desperately trying to be way cooler than any single person who is from Sweden ever has been. You got the cool looking hair, you got the cigarette in your mouth, you got the 9mm in your hand, and you got your sunglasses on. Yeah, you will never in your life approach this level of cool. You could walk into a costume shop, show them this photo, and they still could only get you 10% of the way there. So, nice try, trying to look cooler than you actually are. I understand it's the internet and we all get to project whatever kind of avatar that we want, but I know, deep down in my soul, in my bones even, this ain't you, kid. So what else is going on in dajzy's thing? And I think I just saw your chat here saying that your name is something that you came up with while you were high. How fucking high were you, and what were you high on, where dajzyy, with all of these goddamn vowels removed, was something that you should call yourself on the internet? I'm thinking maybe you were huffing paint thinner and you did it for 10 years straight. So good for you. Hopefully you are no longer addicted to huffing paint thinner, and we can move on with this roast. And I see here in the favorite films, we've got something that's pretty fucking basic. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. What are you, like 30 years old, and this was the movie that made you realize that films could be a little bit different, a little bit strange, dajzyy. Maybe you were high while watching it and that's why you think it's such a good goddamn film. Maybe you should try reconsidering what your favorite films are if that's the kind of boring ass hippie bullshit, or rather hipster bullshit, that you're going to throw up here as number one. I just want to roast on this even more, but then I see that you have American History X here, and all I can just say is, oh look, there's a swastika, and then I think of the curb stomping and everything else that happens in this movie that is awful, oh so awful. It's the exact same thing that I say to myself whenever I see someone with Perfect Blue in their top four, where it's like, oh, are you sure the movie with the graphic rape scene is your favorite one? Are you sure the movie with all of the Nazis in it is your favorite movie, dajzyy? I mean, you are from Sweden. A lot of white people there. You also have Picnic here, and according to the chat, this is a movie that someone wants to see, and with a review like, why does his dick look like that? I don't know if maybe this should be a film that you all go see. What even is this movie? Oh God, it's like some second graders. It's like some theatrical production put on by second graders, according to this. Believing that the world will end that very day, three mental patients, Coco, Sejumi, and Satoru, set out upon a journey. Walking upon the tops of the walls of the city, they seek to find a picnic spot with the best vantage point to view the final event. This sounds incredibly depressing. Just incredibly depressing. And this is one of your favorite films. Does the bleakness of this film remind you of living in Sweden? I think that might be what's going on. You probably look out your window and see nothing but snow. Even right now, in July, you're probably surrounded by ice. Do you live in Svalbard? I bet you live in Svalbard. Does the sun set while you are there? I think at this point of the year it shouldn't. So I guess you got that going for you. Nothing but vitamin D until the sun disappears entirely and you have to live without it. You also have Fallen Angels here, which is a Wong Kar-wai movie. Good for you. Recent activity. What's going on here? Something about Houdini? What is this? The Haunted Castle from 1896? If this really the first horror movie, then that's sick. Great love for the history of cinema right there. This kind of reminds me of being a film TA where I had to mark people's papers. This is the kind of shit that I would expect in their first paragraph. This is probably your thesis statement for a essay that you're going to be writing when you go back to school, if you're in school. I don't know if they have those in Sweden or not. And it looks like based on your recent activity, you're just going after like short films that you can just find on YouTube. The Infernal Machine, I think it is. Oh no, The Infernal Cauldron from 1903. The Dancing Ghosts are the best thing in cinematic history. Really? The fucking dancing ghosts in this movie from 1903 are the best things in cinematic history. Are you sure? Do you want to take that back? Maybe. Because there's been a couple of cool advancements in cinema in the last 120 years. You may want to consider those as well. You also watched a David Lynch film and Enchaînant de Loup, which you said is a surreal nightmare. And that's just describing something accurately. This would be like going into a review for Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 and just saying, film. You're right. That doesn't mean that it's a good review, dajzyy. So let's see. Do you have any popular reviews? Oh, for a David Lynch short. Man, what's up with you and David Lynch shorts? Can you not watch the David Lynch longs? Come on now. One day, don't worry. You'll graduate up to like his weather content that he puts out on YouTube. I believe that you'll get there one day. So The Pig Walks, 1.5 star. That doesn't look like a pig to me. So here's the thing about David Lynch. He occasionally dabbles in surrealism. Yeah, that's it. Nimona, hey, this is a recent film that you are getting popular stuff for. People are liking this one. Never knew a kids movie could be this emotional. What the fuck? Is this the first kids movie you've ever watched? Are you kidding? All kids movies tend to be emotional to some degree. They really try to pull at the heartstrings. What does this even mean? Is this the first kid movies that you've ever watched? I am shocked and appalled by that. More so that you only have one list. I swear to God, if it's like a Quentin Tarantino ranked, I'm going to walk away. all-time favorites top 10. You're lucky. You're lucky, because now I'm going to stay here and still roast the shit out of you. So we've already talked about these top 4, and then you also have the new film Babylon, which is just so indicative of a pea-brained idiot who can't even get by recency bias. Jesus Christ. Then you also have Come and See Chungking Express, which now increases the criterion numbers for this top 10 list to 3. Not quite at basic criterion bitch level, but I got a feeling that you could be one. Never mind, I take it back. Before Sunrise, also criterion. So that's 4. Dajzyy, that's 4. Getting real close. Getting real close to declaring it. Very close to declaring it. And you also have 2001: A Space Odyssey and Ghost in the Shell. And I'm just going to say something kind of weird right now, and I hope some of you get it. What if we replaced the score in 2001: A Space Odyssey with the score in Ghost in the Shell? I think that'd be pretty cool. So let's see what you are saying about other movies, the films that you have going on here. How you've rated them. I already saw that you have a rating for that stupid Winnie the Pooh horror movie. Hopefully it's down here at 1.5 or at least a half star. Yeah, no, I want it to be a half star, and it's not. So I have some things I'm going to need to say to you, but hold on. Let's just see what you think is the worst shit ever. The Marmaduke movie, Human Centipede 3, the Disaster movie, Dragon Ball Evolution. Very basic films that you would expect. Hold on. What is up with this Donnie Darko poster? S period Darko? Shouldn't it be D period Darko? Donnie Darko. What is this? What is S Darko? Is this a knockoff or a sequel? 7 years after the events of the first film, oh, it is a sequel. Samantha Darko finds herself stranded in a small desert town after her car breaks down, where she is plagued by bizarre visions telling of the universe's end. As a result, she must face her own demons, and in doing so, save the world and herself. Hands up in the chat if you had no idea there was a Donnie Darko sequel. I will do this myself. I had no fucking clue this existed. I have never heard about this. No one in the history of my life has ever said, have you seen the Donnie Darko sequel? It's bad. Never once in my life. This has never even been brought up as a joke before. And look at this. It's got 1.6 here, and it's been seen by 10,000 people. Except all of these 10,000 people have been nowhere near me in my life. Holy shit. This is the kind of discovery that you want to undiscover. I don't want to have this in my brain ever again. Also, I guess there's like a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure live action film. That's stupid. And yeah, other films, 365 Days. I've heard people talk shit about that. Hey, the other Human Centipede movies. What do you know? Ooh, look. A bad rating for The Room, but without a heart. Ooh, we've got someone who's probably thinks they're reasonable. Maybe they're a true cinephile in their own mind. They're not allowed to have fun. Oh, no, no, no. That would just be too terrible. And also, I will call out that you have given a very bad rating to Cannibal Holocaust. That is something that I need to correct you on. This is a 4-star film. It's a disgusting film. It has real animal death and torture in it, so naturally I am morally opposed to it. But it is a wonderful, important film. Well, it's not a wonderful film. It's an important film. It's a good film. It's one of the first found footage films, or at least a film that contains found footage. The practical effects are incredible. This film will make you nauseous. This film will make you gag. This film is horror at its purest because it is truly horrific. And if you cannot appreciate it beyond that, then I got nothing for you. Also, you put it on the same level as something called Daphne and Velma from 2018. What is this? Where are you watching this Disney Channel bullshit? This Nickelodeon-ass nonsense? Wait, is this a Nickelodeon film? Before Scooby-Doo, these BFFs had a clue? What? What is going on here? I don't understand. Why do so many dumb things exist? Day of the Dead Bloodline. Wait, is this a sequel to Day of the Dead? Someone did a direct sequel to Day of the Dead? Oh my god. There's literally nothing more confusing than like the timelines of all of the films that stemmed from Night of the Living Dead, the original. There is nothing more confusing than all of the Dead movies and how they are related. It's stupid. It's dumb. And really, you should only watch like the first 3 Romero films, and that's it. That's it. Nothing else. Although Day of the Dead I don't even think is that great. It's really just Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead. Anyways, Turtles in Time, Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, Turtles in Time. This movie's great. How dare you give it a 1.5 star? It's obviously worth a 2. Stop being an idiot. Why don't we turn this one around? I think we've established already that this person's watching a lot of bad films and occasionally has bad film takes. So let's look at the fivers. What's going on in the fivers? What can we find here? Ew, Squid Game. That's a TV show. Get it out of here. Not a lot of 5 stars, which is good to see. Love Actually, Donnie Darko. Oh, did you give S. Darko a bad rating because you're a super stan on Donnie Darko? Oh, man, no wonder. An edgy teenager from Sweden. Jesus Christ, I can't believe we don't see more Ruben Östlund films in your 5 stars because of this. What is this? A short something? A short story? Kind of looks spooky. Oh, it's only 15 minutes long. Oh, because it's a short story by Began. You watched this on the Criterion Channel, didn't you? Didn't you, you little... Oh, I'm getting close. Chungking Express? Yep. Hold on, I gotta see if there's any other Criterion films here. No, there's not. There's not enough to declare a basic Criterion bitch. It's not right. It wouldn't feel right, but I want to. I want to so badly. What else we got going on here? That's the new catchphrase for the channel, by the way. What else is going on here? Oh, at least you had the good grace to give me La La Land at 4.5. If I think I saw one more La La Land at 5 star, I was gonna punch myself in the dick really hard, and not because that's something that I'm into. It's just I'm so tired of seeing La La Land fawned over the way that people do. So what are these other movies here, though? Like Stamping Ground? Street Dreams? What's up with this? Shouldn't this be Stomping Ground? Like with an O? Or is this the correct way you spell it? And I've just been doing it, and I've just been saying it wrong. Huh. Documentary of a 1970 rock concert held in Rotterdam, the Netherlands. Yeah, of course it would be in the Netherlands, because nothing ever cool ever happens in Sweden, right? You probably do need to watch movies to see fun things happening in different countries. I get it. I wonder what's actually... Oh, wait, Stamping Ground. That's probably like... how they say it in the Netherlands? I don't know. But what about Street Dreams? What's going on here? 2009 film. Derek Cabrera, like all skateboarders, dreams of being sponsored one day. He has all the talent in the world to make it happen, but some major roadblocks to overcome before he can make the dream a reality. Really? Wait, Ryan Dunn is in this movie? Oh, shit. I love this review, though. Porn level of acting. There you go. There's someone talking about a film that you love so much. A porn level of acting. Jesus. Ready or Not, 4.5 stars. Fine. Fair point. Asteroid City, 4.5 stars. That's a little much. About Time. What up, Rachel McAdams? She's Canadian. Did you guys know that? Elephant Man, yeah, naturally. You're on David Lynch. You're on a David Lynch. Clerks, 4.5 stars. Man, we could have been friends, except we are probably 20 years apart in age, and I don't hang out with teenagers. What else is here? I don't know. Not much else. Although this is a super chat, so I am gonna have to recommend the film that you watch, dajzyy. So hopefully I can recommend something for you that will perhaps make you pick a less stupid name for your internet bullshit. Let's do that now. Let's take a look at this watch list. Wait. You are a David Lynch stan and you haven't seen Eraserhead yet? Get around to it. And no, that is not your recommendation. I'm just calling out the fact that you're being dumb. Passionate Joan of Arc? Ooh. Hey, I mentioned Meshes of the Afternoon earlier today. Maya Darren, how's it going? I know if Jack is here, he's going to say Funeral Parade of Roses. Do that one. Also, shout out to Motion One Picture coming in with the super chat. Thank you so much. We'll get to roasting you in just a moment. Make sure to give me your Letterboxd name or I won't be able to roast you. Unless you don't want that and you're just giving me money. In which case, thank you. What else? Okay, I need to figure out a film to recommend for you. A film that I have seen. Oh, you want me to roast this person who just added their name to the list? All right. Paying it forward more and more and more. Love to see it. But yeah, shit. I need a movie to recommend for you. a good one. Something that is like super cool. Something that is super awesome and good. You know what? Boiling Point's pretty sick. But I want something that's got a bit more gravitas, a bit more history behind it, you know? You know what I mean? One of those films that's considered to be one of the greatest of all time. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Starship Troopers. I demand that you watch Starship Troopers. You have to do it today. You have to do it tonight. That is what you have to do. Cancel your plans. You don't have any friends. Don't worry about it. Just watch Starship Troopers. And I know that as a Swedish person, you may be tempted to look at this and say, hey, I kind of like the fascism. But instead, I want you to look at it and realize that it is a satire on fascism, a parody of fascism. Don't forget. And with that, dajzyy, I will end my roast of you. And also, I would like to apologize to the entire nation of Sweden. I know that you fought against Nazis and that you are not fascist. You are, in fact, maybe one of the better countries that exists in the world. So, thanks for that. Air seeing where it's available in Sweden or just find a 360p on YouTube. Huh? Dude, just wait, you're talking about Starship Troopers? You can probably find a good version of that. It's a famous movie. It's a great movie. 964 Pinocchio? What? I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that means. So you want me to roast Eze? Eze, instead of me just looking through the list and trying to figure out which one is you, can you put your Letterboxd profile in the chat, please? That just makes things way easier for me. And you know what? It's true, Seb. This community is so generous. You guys are great. Thanks for sticking with me and for watching these live streams and for being so cool and for paying it forward like you're doing. Like, it's really cool to see. Wait, it's on Disney Plus in Sweden. Starship Troopers is? That's awesome. Pronounced easy. Is that a new tattoo? Which one? The answer is no. I have no new tattoos. Are you talking about like this bug bite that I have? This is new. This showed up this morning and it's irritating as shit. But no, I have no new tattoos. Although I need to check. I need to check my savings, but I think I'm at the point where I can get a new tattoo. I think I can. I need to check though. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. This should be fun. Before I get to the roast of Eze, though, thank you for letting me know how your name is pronounced. I am just going to take a quick break, mostly just to fill up this water, and we'll be back to the roasting in but a moment. So stick around and discuss amongst yourselves what films you're super psyched to see this weekend. Let's do that. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
Well, I'll be right back.
I'll be right back, Dan.
Richard, do you mind to step aside and let's talk? I'll be back in just a second.
I'll be right back. Don't get dressed.
I've got to leave this room. I'll be right back.
No, don't you leave me here,
I'm coming right back. I give you my word.
Be right back with a search warrant.
There, I will be right back.
I gotta see this.
Was it something I said?
How about the words, I'll be right back?
I'll be right back. Leave her running.
What?
I'll be right back.
I'll be right back. You understand?
Hey, buddy, you pay for the drinks. I gotta go to John. I'll be right back. Gotta introduce Mr. Thick Dick to Mr. Urinal King.
Oh, jeez. Never, ever, ever, under any circumstances, say, I'll be right back. Because you won't be back. I'm getting another beer. You want one? Yeah, sure. I'll be right back.
Well, I'll be right back.
I'll be right back, Dan.
Richard, do you mind to step aside and let's talk. I'll be back in just a second.
I'll be right back. Don't get dressed.
I've got to leave this room. I'll be right back.
No, don't you leave me here, you
I'm coming right back. I give you my word.
Be right back with a search warrant.
There, I will be right back.
I gotta see this.
Was it something I said?
How about the words, I'll be right back?
I'll be right back. We were running.
What?
I'll be right.
And we're back. And brighter because the sun's coming out. Fun. So Mustafa, you were asking about the Ven one. The Ven one of my tattoos? What does that mean? Which one do you think is Ven? Like that one? The unicorn? The Blade Runner unicorn? Or this one? I don't know. I don't know what you mean by Ven. What do you think I should watch? 2046 or Brighter Summer Day? Brighter Summer Day. I've seen 2046. I haven't seen Brighter Summer Day, but I know that Brighter Summer Day is considered like one of those best of all time, and 2046 is like kind of a mid Wong Kar-wai film. So I think you probably want to go for Brighter Summer Day. La 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 la. La 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 la. La, la. I should probably be in a musical, right? Considering how good this musical voice is. La la. Wait, that wasn't very good. Excuse me. La la. There we go. That's how you really annoy the neighbors. You get a little bit of bass going. La la. La la la. Do re mi fa sol la ti do. That was terrible. I don't even think I hit those notes properly. I'm not a singer. No, the small one near your right hand. Oh, this? That one? This is the first tattoo I ever got. It is my birth year in Kodak 16mm edge code. Because I'm a fucking film nerd. I don't know if you knew that about me. But it is true. You should be in La La Land too. I mean, considering how good of a singer I am, yes. And I'm a terrible singer. Annette 2 is waiting. All right. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. If anyone out there eventually in this community actually makes a film and you're filming in Toronto, I'll be in your movie. I'll just do it. I'll be an extra. I'll be some asshole who gets punched in the face or something. But like, I'll be in a movie. I'll do it. Just see if I will, because I will. I'll do it, goddammit. You know who else probably wants to be in a movie? Eze Baum. Wait, how am I supposed to pronounce this name? Is it Eze Bum? Like Eze Bum or Eze Bomb? Like bomb. Like I'm going to bomb something. Eze Baum. Why are you an Eze Baum? And how are you the editor-in-chief of This Week Media? What the hell is this? I feel like maybe I should be given sponsorship money since I'm featuring your website in my roast. How dare you put your website in my roast? What even is on here? Ooh, whoa, your news. You're putting out 3 articles in like a month. Woo. Baum. Baum? Baum. Baum? Baum. I'm not sure if this is part of the roast anymore, or if I'm just like saying your name wrong on purpose. Haha. So, cool. You've got a website and you are the editor-in-chief of it. Just based on what I saw, I have a feeling that not only are you the editor-in-chief, but you're also the only person who works there. But good for you for starting something where you can actually talk about movies. I happen to know a little something about that. So it looks like, Eze Baum, you are a child. You are a little child person. I'm pretty sure this is from a movie, but I kind of assume that you're a little child person right here. Playing your little tiny left-handed guitar and trying to be as cool as possible. I guess when being the editor-in-chief of a website that no one's ever heard of doesn't work for you at the bar, you can always pull out this photo and say, hey, look, I've been on stage with a guitar in my hand. Please, please look at me naked later. And I don't know if any of that is going to work because, as someone in chat pointed out, you have Cars as your #1 film. I don't even have to scroll down. There it is, right there. Cars. Cars is #1. Could we talk about the Cussy right now if we wanted to? Maybe, although I don't think I'm gonna, because then I'd have to talk about the Octussy, and it's probably not the right thing to be talking about on a Friday. Oh, look, we're gonna scroll down, and there it is. You son of a bitch. You son of a goddamn motherfucker. I just said I just said that I am tired of this 5-star nonsense for La La Land. And then you have the audacity to not only put your website in my roast, but to put La La Land before me right here. Not only that, you also have Ready Player One, probably the shittiest Spielberg film that's been released in the last, I don't know, the entirety of Spielberg's life, just right fucking there. And Interstellar, the film bro excuse to not watch 2001: A Space Odyssey or to call it boring or some shit like that. Oh my god, I want to choke and vomit. Also, how can you, someone who is the editor-in-chief of some kind of media website, be on your second viewing of Barbie? What the god damn is going on? Did you say words about it? Barbie is a triumph, a pinch-perfect script backed by great performances, particularly from Ryan Gosling, turns what could be a simple studio comedy into a sharp commentary on our society that makes its nuance palpable for those that may not take it at face value. GG is 3, 4, 3. Why didn't you put a star rating on this? Are you like embargoed, but you still put a rating down anyways? Has the Barbie embargo lifted, actually? Could I get you in trouble with a PR company right now? Oh, that's right. I know how this industry works. I'm actually a part of it. You and I do the same thing, although maybe you're doing a bit better for yourself considering you're seeing early advanced screenings of Barbie, and I'm sitting here making fun of you for it. You also gave Hamilton 5 stars, something that is just a stage musical that is filmed, probably the least cinematic thing in the world, to which you say, yeah, baby, woo, great commentary there on cinematic culture. Thanks for your contributions. And, ooh, look at that. 2001: A Space Odyssey. Maybe you're not going to say anything bad about it. You know what? If you mention Interstellar in this review, I'm going to leave. Seeing this for the first time in 70mm was incredible. Simply incredible. Oh, that's great that you were able to get around to that finally since you live in Los Angeles. I saw this on 70mm years ago because I live in a real city called Toronto that has public transit. Actually. Sorry, Easy. I guess you lost this one again. And oh, wouldn't you guess it, in your popular reviews you have Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning and The Fabelmans. And like, I don't want to sound like a condescending piece of shit, but this is a roast, so I'm going to anyways. You have 74 followers and are the editor-in-chief of a media website. I'm a dickhead on YouTube who has close to 1,500 followers, and I just trounce these like numbers, Easy. I blow them out of the water. I have put out literally 2 reviews for Dead Reckoning Part 1, and both of them have more likes than you. In terms of social media, I have won the day. I am the champion. The Cinephile Supreme comes through again. What did you even say about Dead Reckoning Part 1? Are there spoilers in this? You know what? It's too fucking long, so never mind. But you did have some words about the Fabelmans. I mean, yeah, since the day I was circumcised. What the fuck? Was that a line from the movie? I can't remember that. And I guess that's your way of saying it's a good one? Okay. A little bit of humor that I just don't understand. And yeah, no bio, nothing else to speak of, Easy. What am I supposed to do now? Where am I supposed to go? You've got 15 lists. I wonder how basic they're going to be. Any Criterion lists? Oh, wow. Right off the bat, Christopher Nolan ranked. When I was talking about basic, I didn't mean like super basic. You just went for the all-in, most basic you possibly could. Although you know what? You didn't put Dark Knight 1 or 2, which means you might have some taste. You might. We'll see, though. We'll see how the rest of this goes. I think putting Tenet over Dunkirk is ridiculous, considering you can never hear what people are saying in Tenet, and it just fundamentally fails as a film that you can understand, not in terms of like what the story does, but just literally what people are saying. Also, any film where someone out loud just says, "I am the protagonist," you just bump that one a little bit further down. Also, Dark Knight Rises over Batman Begins is silly. It's dumb. It makes me think that you are of the age where maybe you saw The Dark Knight in theaters and then Dark Knight Rises in theaters, but you didn't see Batman Begins in theaters, and because of that, you privilege those two films over Batman Begins. But in actual fact, Batman Begins is dope and cool and awesome and deserves much better than what you have given it here. And aside from that, I have no other opinions on your dumb little Christopher Nolan list. You also have a Greta Gerwig ranked, and she only has 3 movies. And interesting how you were like Greta Gerwig 3 out of 3, but you put Barbie last. So you think Little Women and Lady Bird clears Barbie? I don't know. I mean, like literally, I don't know. I haven't seen the movie, but one day I will know. You've also ranked Mission Impossible, which is something that we've looked at a little bit earlier. You put Rogue Nation number 1. Rogue Nation over Fallout. How is that even a thing? Like, Rogue Nation is one of the worst examples of a film literally blowing its load in the first, 3 minutes. They put the big stunt number 1, and then the film ends with what? A foot chase through a city? And then, the supreme strategist of Solomon Lane is captured in a fucking box? It's the most Looney Tune bullshit ending to a film that I can remember, and that to you puts it at the very height, the very top of the Mission Impossible hierarchy? No. The proper ranking is Fallout, Dead Reckoning, and then Mission Impossible 1, and then a bunch of films that people don't really care about. Actually, no, Ghost Protocol is probably 4, maybe Rogue Nation 5, and then 2 and 3 can fight it out for the bottom of the list, and no one really cares about them. Not to say that Mission Impossible 3 is bad. Mission Impossible 2, that's not great. But Mission Impossible 3 is more just a film that exists, and that's about all that you can say about it. You also apparently have a physical media collection. Good for you. It must be nice to be one of the only people in Los Angeles who has enough room to actually have real things. Tribeca 2023 tentative watch list. Oh, so you're one of those critics that travels around and goes to festivals. Oh God, does that mean I'm going to run into you at TIFF? Oh, I hope not. That would be disgusting. Also, just to add to the basicness that I was mentioning before when I was talking about Christopher Nolan ranked, you got MCU, Tarantino, and Star Wars right there. Whoa, how about that? Who could have seen it coming? 2023 Best Picture nominees. What is this, like a rank list of all the nominees, or you just made a list of all of the nominees? What the hell? Why would you do this? You could have just gone to the Oscar website and had this. What are you thinking? It's not a ranked list, or at least you're not saying it's ranked, so I don't know what to do with that. Movies my mom cried at? Uh-oh. You think I'd remember some of these since I'm such a good friend of your mother's, but I guess I wasn't around when she was watching Schindler's List and Titanic. That was probably for the best, actually. I probably would have not wanted to been around when Schindler's List and Titanic are on. But to Leslie, though? Really? All right, I'll have to talk to your mom about that one. Triangle of Sadness at last is music to my eyes. See, I don't know if this is ranked, though. This couldn't be ranked, right? Like, I know you love the Fabelmans and everything is great, but putting Elvis over, Banshees and Tar, that seems wrong. So I don't think this is ranked. I think this is just a list of the films that were nominated. Right? I can't be wrong on that. I can't be wrong. I refuse to be incorrect. So why don't we move on down to the films? Easy. Why don't we see what's going on? Easy. Hold on. Which famous rapper is known as Easy? And not Eazy-E. I'm not that stupid. Isn't there a rapper known as Easy? It's not. It's Kendrick. It's Kanye. It's someone from the West Coast. But it's not Eazy-E. You mean Yeezy? No, I mean maybe. No, but there's a rapper named Easy, isn't there? Or someone who's called Easy. Jeezy? No, I'm not talking about Jeezy either. It's going to bother me for a while. Anyways, what are the really bad movies? Hold on a second. Just Artemis Fowl? Guys, I'm not talking about a rapper who's literally named Easy. I'm talking about a rapper who has a name and then who refers to himself in either skits or in songs as Easy occasionally. It might be Kanye, but I think it's someone else. And I don't know why it matters to this, because we are roasting Easy. Oh, wait, that's why it mattered. I was going to try to make some sort of connection joke there, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Wheezy? Oh. It might be Lil Wayne, actually. I don't know anything about hip-hop. I don't know why I'm trying to figure this out right now. So anyways, the roasting. So, you watched the new White Man Can't Jump movie, huh? Why? Why would you do that? Are you not satisfied with the original film and you feel like you need the Disney Plus version of it instead? I bet it was very nuanced in its portrayal of race relations. Quantum Mania, 2 stars. That should be a lot lower. I thought you said you were a reviewer. Easy. No shot. No shot. What is even this movie? The Listener? No one cares. Following, you got a 2.5 star. I think that's one of your lowest rated Christopher Nolan films, so you must really love the Nolan. Hold on. You are a professional film reviewer, and you gave Cocaine Bear 3 stars? This film is terrible. It is a mess. It is garbage. They tried so hard to resurrect the spirit of what they had in their dailies, and they just couldn't get anywhere close to what this film promised and what it could have been. It is shit. It looks like shit. The acting is shit. The structure is shit. The CGI is shit. Ain't nothing good about it. Giving that a 3 stars is wrong. I was about to call it a cinematic hate crime, but I don't think it's quite at that level. Not quite. It's close, though. It's close. Also giving a boring-ass film like Lightyear 3 full stars, even though I gave it 2.5. Is it a 2 star? Yeah, I'm going to drop that down to a 2, actually. This is so boring. It's so boring and poorly made, and the voice acting isn't that great either. What is that? Mission Impossible 2? Yeah, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, let's flip this around. Let's see what's at the top aside from Christopher Nolan films. Probably not much. Ooh, more Mission Impossible films. Who'da thunk it? Ocean's 11, the remake, naturally. Aftersun, Cars 2. I mean, I know you have the first Cars as your #1 film of all time, but this film has routinely been shit on in other profiles that I look at. So I am a little bit stunned to see this here. Although I guess you also have Ready Player One here, so maybe I shouldn't be stunned. Also, Big Hero 6. Wait, what's up with all of these, like, kid movies getting up here? Hey, you liked How to Blow Up a Pipeline. Good for you. Also, you liked some other good movies, which I guess makes sense considering we're looking at some of the 5-star and 4.5-star films. Actually, good hot take, Cars 2 is pretty good. I have only ever heard that it's shit. Only ever heard that it's shit. And mostly from people in this chat. So, yeah. They need some Criterion in their life. Oh, you want me to turn this person into a basic Criterion bitch? I mean, just looking at all of these films they got at the top here, I do not see a single Criterion film amongst them. So maybe this person is correct. Maybe this chatter is onto something. Maybe you do, Easy, need a little bit of Criterion in your life. But as someone who runs a media website and goes to film festivals, I got to imagine that you are already aware of Criterion films and you have seen them. It does beg the question, though, like, looking at your 5-star and 4.5-star films and, like, you look at all of this, and there doesn't really seem to be anything that old here. Like, this is the West Side Story remake. This is the Ocean's 11 remake. In fact, that's from 2001. We got Boogie Nights here from 97. Can we? What is the oldest film here rated 4.5 or above? Weird? Nope, that was recent. Triple R. Perks of Being a Wallflower. That was 2012. Love and Death. That's pretty new. That Dune is pretty new. Everything Everywhere All at Once, obviously new. My Year of Dicks, that is new. The Line, that's super new. Is that even out yet? Bottoms, that's new and not out yet. Although I guess once again, there's your journalist privilege. Yeah, the oldest film that you have ranked. Oh wait, I guess maybe Revenge of the Sith. Even that is 2005. The oldest film that you have 4.5 stars or higher is 1997. I think Griffin. I think you might be right. I think this person does need some pretentiousness in their lives. What? This is so weird. Even for films that, or excuse me, even for profiles that aren't that developed or don't have a lot going on, there's at least some of like the Criterion classics, or at least the world cinema classics. We don't even need to label them as Criterion. We can just label them as world cinema classics. Like, isn't Goodfellas like 1990? Is Goodfellas here? I didn't see it when I was going through. In which case, sure, that would be the oldest one, but that's still very new. Like, for someone who's writing about films, actually, no, Lawrence Arabia is probably the oldest one here. That's like 62. Okay, fine, you've got one. You've got one from the 60s. You got one of the big world cinema films. But once again, where's the stuff? Where's the other stuff going on here? Raiders of the Lost Ark is 81. Man, I just missed a few of these, right? As soon as I saw something that was not... as soon as I saw something that was not... confirming my narrative, I was like, oh, I'm just going to ignore that entirely. So yeah, Lawrence of Arabia, 1962. Still a huge lack of films from the early days, though. Or not even the early days, just like the mid-years of cinema. And I bet we're not even going to see many as we go further down. Like, I'm just skimming here, but I'm also not seeing a lot of newer films. Or excuse me, a lot of older films. Which is still just so strange. How are you rating these films if you've never seen a movie? If you've never seen, like, a Kurosawa movie, you know? You gotta have a broader base to work from. They're 15, they have time to become a basic Criterion bitch, wait until college. But if they're like, I guess maybe, I don't know. I know they said that they were 15, but I thought they said that they were 15 in that, oh wait, they are 15 years old. Oh, I thought you just said that this was you when you were 15, not that you are currently. Oh, that makes so much more sense. And now I feel oddly threatened because a 15-year-old has done more than I ever have in terms of writing about films. Well, I mean, that's not true. I went through like 7 years of university, 6 years of university, 1 year of college, and I've written a lot about films. But like, shit. Okay, fine. Whatever. It's okay. There are no problems here. Whoops. I don't know if I would have roasted you any differently, though, if I realized that you were 15 or not. I don't know if I would have done anything different. Chasing Amy, 3.5 stars. What the hell is that? Oh my god. Did Kevin Smith, like, do a documentary about... Oh, jeez. This man is shameless, and I love him. Kevin Smith is who I'm talking about. Okay. I think that's about all we need to do for roasting. Although someone did do a super chat for you. Motion Picture One demanded that. So I guess we're going to have to figure out a film for you to watch on your watch list. And guess what? You better believe it's going to be an old film, Easy. You better goddamn believe it. Oh, man. Oh, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to tell a 15-year-old to watch Eyes Wide Shut. I'm not going to do that. Keep it PG. I mean, I think I'd be fine recommending a rated R film to a teenager. I just think that Eyes Wide Shut is a little bit much. Although I saw it when I was 15, so I turned out fine. Right? I turned out fine, right, guys? Right? I'm okay. Because I watched it early in my life. Did I see it when I was 15? It came out in 99. So by the time it hit video, I would have been like 15. I certainly saw it before I was like of age. What do we got? Man, there's not a lot of older stuff here. Fucking, you know what? I'm not even going to give a shit about your watch list. You are going to watch Seven Samurai by Akira Kurosawa, and that's the end of that. That's what you're going to do. I demand it of you. That is the covenant. That is the bond that we enter into when someone super chats for you to get roasted. You watch the movie I tell you to watch, and you goddamn better well watch Seven Samurai. And then watch other shit from the 50s. Watch more Kurosawa. Watch more Mizoguchi. Watch more American films from the classic period. Come on. You live in LA, for fuck's sakes. You probably drive by the set of Sunset Boulevard every day. Watch Sunset Boulevard. Watch Double Indemnity. What are you doing? Get to the old ones. Get on it. Get a subscription to the Criterion channel, for fuck's sakes. You need to see some of the classics. You must do this. Also, Blue Jean is pretty good, but you better goddamn well watch Seven Samurai. You better do it. Dude, I saw Species when I was 11. Yeah, and look what happened to you. And that is the roast of Eze. Hope you enjoyed that, Eze. And thank you again to Motion One Picture for the super chat, for getting that going. And thank you to Duke for the super chat. I guess we're going to be doing another super chatted one. Please, Duke, let me know your Letterboxd account in the chat, and I will get to roasting you in but a moment. He gave 5 stars to A New Hope. Yeah, A New Hope is good. What do you mean? Do my friend Josiah 300. Uh-oh. Assassination Nation. Here we go. I truly enjoyed that. I look forward to meeting you in September. Ah, you are going to TIFF? Gross. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Wait a minute. Did you get a press pass for TIFF? No, they probably wouldn't give a press pass to a 15-year-old. Although you'd probably have a better shot at getting one than I do, considering you actually like do written reviews, and I do not do that. Oh, this is an interesting account. Hello. Hello. Oh, and no, you will not be seeing me in TIFF. I'll be watching movies that are going on well past your bedtime, so it's fine. Oh, you got a press pass for the Media Inclusion Initiative? Nice. Nice. That's wild. Well, I hope you enjoy being surrounded by, like, 40-year-old dudes, because that's pretty much all the people who go to the press screenings. It's a good time, though. It's a good fun. I didn't get a press pass for TIFF, so I will be slumming it with the rest of the the public in the public screenings. But I'm gonna go see a few. Probably gonna keep it to like only 8 or 10 films this year though, because their prices have gone up and TIFF is expensive. I'm also gonna try to focus on the films that I'm likely to not see soon after. So like, you know, if Dune Part 2 is at TIFF, I'm not even gonna bother. I'm not even gonna go see that. Gonna try to see some cool stuff that like will not be released in Canada most likely. So let us continue. Let us continue continuing. Oh god damn it! There's fucking nudity on this one. Wait, what is? That's not the original Maniac. Oh, that's the Maniac remake. Oh, it's a mannequin. You're the one roasting TJ for having cinephile privilege? Don't worry, I'll get my press pass back one day. Actually, maybe not. Who knows? Pardon me. Pardon me. Well, all right. All right, Duke. You want me to make fun of your friend for you? I'm not above that. I'm not above that at all. Although, wouldn't it be funny if you paid me to make fun of your friend and then I just complimented him? I just gave him nothing but compliments. Wouldn't that be fun? Just really turn it around on you and be like, oh, here's the thing that you paid for. Guess what? It's opposite day. Maybe we should do that. What is the official opposite day? Is there an official opposite day? Does anyone know? When is opposite day? Apparently, it's January 25th of every year. Mark your calendars, everyone. We won't roast anyone that day. It'll just be compliments. Nothing but compliments. But since it is not January whatever day I just said, I guess it's time for the roast of Germ. Oh no, someone in here named Germ. Are you gonna get me sick? You gonna give me a cold? Oh, I bet not, because I eat healthy and I get a lot of vitamin C. That's right. I'm not on no carnivore diet, Germ. You're not gonna get me. Oh no. Man, that actually is starting to hurt the top of my mouth. So why don't I bring it back to the way that I normally talk and not whatever the fuck I was just doing, and talk about this one by Germ. This profile by Germ. Literal bacteria trying to get on this roast, trying to get roasted, which is weird for a germ because I'm pretty sure they don't do well in extreme amounts of heat. So I guess by the end of this, I am going to try to cure the world of germ by roasting them so goddamn hard they just won't exist anymore. And as always, we start off with the profile picture, which For some reason, Germ, you have decided it's a good idea to have a picture of a woman crying blood. Is this what happened when you asked a girl out on a date? Was this her reaction to it? I kind of bet that it was. Every single person that I've ever seen depicted in a film, especially from the 80s, whose name was Germ, would elicit this kind of response from an actual human female if you ask them out on a date. So thank you for letting us know that you're just not having a great time with the ladies. Appreciate that. Apparently, though, as a Germ, you're from Chicago, which makes sense. You have an interest in all highly stylized media. That kind of just sounds like your highfalutin way of saying that you're into like horror movies and snuff films and shit like that. Films that have lots of bright neon colors also. I bet that's probably what we're going to find out as we go through this. So what about these favorite films? We got Thief, Brain Dead, Paris, Texas, and Nowhere. Hey, look, Brain Dead. We found a film that basically describes your personality. Fantastic. Beyond that, there's also the Greg Araki film, right? Greg Araki, Nowhere? I should know this by now. Yep, Greg Araki film. Seems pretty stylized. In fact, I think if we were to go back and just look at the top here, look at how stylized it is. She's wearing blue, and the other two are wearing red. Ooh, highly stylized media, everybody. Woo! And then we also have Paris, Texas, Thief. Can't really say any bad things about these films because I haven't seen them. So congratulations for being a slightly better cinephile than me. Just kidding. No, you're not. I am the cinephile supreme, and I will be doling out the roasting today. Thank you very much. And so what else do we have down here? I feel like I do need to say this out loud for all of the YouTube censors here. That's not a real woman. That is a mannequin. I know it looks like a real woman, a real naked woman right there. It's not. It's not. It's a mannequin. I checked. I checked everywhere. Don't worry, it's okay. You also, though, Germ, gave Night of the Living Dead 3.5 stars, which is weird because in the original Night of the Living Dead, they were very clear about the fact that these zombies are coming back to life due to bacteria being rained down upon us from the sky, from the heavens, from space. And so for you, an actual Germ, to say bad things about Night of the Living Dead, that seems kind of weird. It's almost like you're shit-talking your cousin or your uncle, you know? Although your more successful cousin or uncle because they actually managed to do something with their lives, which, ironically enough, was bringing people back from the dead. But hey, at least they were actually doing something. Really fun and a milestone in American horror cinema. And that only gets it a 3.5 star? Are you insane? This movie is so important to the history of cinema, and you had fun watching it, but what? It gets a 3.5 stars because what? Exactly. I'm going to need an explanation. I also want to know why you only gave It Follows 3.5 stars. And yeah, I want you to ignore the fact that I also gave it 3.5 stars. We're not roasting me. We're roasting you. I've already roasted myself, and I did a great job. So for It Follows, you say, score's great, but not very scary, which is a stupid thing to say, Germ. I will agree that the score is great, and in fact, at one point in time, I owned it on vinyl, and it was awesome when I played it that one time at a party that I had that one time. Only once. I don't do parties that often. That's not true. I used to be a party animal. In any case, it's not very scary. It's not very scary, Germ. Is that because the creature that follows you around is passed around with sexual intercourse and you're like probably a virgin, which there's nothing wrong with that, but maybe that's the reason? Maybe that's the reason. Maybe you would find it scarier if you had actually, you know, done some stuff. Which also makes me wonder, Mulholland Drive 4.5. That's just because you're jerking off to it, isn't it? I'm willing to bet that's the reason. Hypnotic, talk about a dream. Well, technically it's a nightmare. As usual, I only picked up a little bit around jealousy, love, dreams in Hollywood. To YouTube we go. Oh, so like you need to go watch a bunch of people explain shit to you on YouTube in order to understand movies? Great. I'm so glad that the education system isn't failing us in any way. Hey, what's this? A review for Knives Out that just makes me think that you're horny for Ana de Armas? I think that maybe, just maybe, my assessment of your love of Mulholland Drive is on point. So, practical effects are just better when you talk about brain dead. Maybe you're not as brain dead as I thought, although I think that's probably not the case. Holy shit, do you have a Gaspar Noé ranked list? Oh, we gotta get into the list. We gotta get into the lists. You only have 7, but if one of them's a Gaspar Noé ranked, we're gonna talk about it. Nope, I guess I was looking at something else. Was that like a list that you liked or some shit like that? Alright, fine. Cover art design. What is this? Something that you ranked? Oh, wait, no. Cover art is one of the most important ways to get someone to pick up your film. And here are some of my favorite designs that make me want to do so. So you're just basing this on like which films marketed themselves to you specifically the best? Okay. Nothing to do with the quality of the film, just a well-designed cover art based on my personal opinion. If there is not a single Saul Bass poster in here, I am going to leave. I'm just going to leave. There must be at least one Saul Bass poster in here, or else we're done. It's over. The live stream will end immediately. Your criteria will be cleanliness, coherence, color, intrigue, font, and finish. Once I can afford Pro, I will make a separate list of my own cover art. Ooh. So let's see what we got here. Lady Vengeance. Okay. Control. M. Dream Home. The Killing of a Chinese Bookie. That's not the original poster. I don't know what this is. I don't know why you have this poster here. Maybe it is actually the original poster and I'm just misremembering. Tree of Life. I'm looking for Saul Bass particularly. It's not looking good for you. It's not looking good for you. Oh no. Oh no. That Censor poster is kind of cool though. Suspiria is a classic. I really actually do like this Monos poster. I saw this movie in theaters a while back and yeah, it's a solid ass poster. It's intriguing, you know? Draws you in. Makes you question things. Still not seeing any Saul Bass though. And there is no Saul Bass. God damn it, Germ. How dare you shit over the cinematic legacy of one of the all-time great poster designers. I'm talking about the guy who did the original Shining poster, guy who did Anatomy of a Murder, guy who animated the title sequences for Hitchcock films like Psycho. You want to tell me that that man is not in your goddamn list? I think you should learn yourself something. Also, I know that I said that I would end the roast if there wasn't any Saul Bass here, but that was a lie, because why would I reward someone with less suffering? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, wait, there is a Gaspar Noé ranked one. Wait, did you just make this like 2 seconds ago? Nope, updated 5 days ago. I guess sometimes I just don't see things. So, oh wait, no, this one actually has nudity in it. I can't put that up. Fuck. I actually had a live stream demonetized, I think, for that reason. Specifically because of the Irreversible poster. Evil Dead franchise ranked? Boring. Recommend me something. So wait, people have recommended these to you? Did this start off as an empty list? My favorite genres are neo-noirs, body horrors, and psychological horror thrillers. I like lots of colors, a great soundtrack, and of course a lot of style. Have you seen Blade Runner? Considering you have Ana de Armas down as Mummy, or Mammy, or whatever the fuck it is, I'm assuming you've seen Blade Runner 2049, but have you seen Blade Runner, Germ? Have you seen him? Because that's kind of all of this. Maybe not the horror thriller, although it is kind of a thriller. June ranked, hate those. May ranked, hate those. Cover art design. No, I think we're done with this. Let's go on to the films here. I guess maybe we'll find out now if they actually have seen Blade Runner. And feel free, Germ, to get into the chat and let me know if you have seen Blade Runner or not. Blade Runner owns TJ royalties at this point? God, I wish. So what do we got down here? You saw Anacondas, the Emoji Movie, and Thor Ragnarok and thought they all sucked. You didn't like High Tension. That's a highly stylized film, Germ. What are you talking about, man? New French Extremity, let's go. So stylized. Also, I have been on this site for a while, and I have been roasting people for a while. I don't recall anyone having The Saint. That's awesome. That's awesome. Val Kilmer at his blockbuster height in The Saint. American Mary? Hey, that's a Canadian film. What else we got going on here? Haxan? You don't see that one around very often either. Halloween 3 stars on the same level as Zack Snyder's Justice League and Joker and the first John Wick and the boy with the striped pajamas. And Rocky Balboa, not even the first Rocky movie? How dare you say a bad word about Halloween? How dare you? I thought you said you were into horror movies and thrillers, man. That is a quintessential horror film. One of the top 5 best horror films ever made. And you want to put a 3 on it? You want to put a 3 on it. You want to have it tie with the Evil Dead remake. No. No. Get fucked, Germ. Jesus Christ, I'm glad I just coughed you out of my mouth with that sneeze. Gross, man. Gross. Or am I gross for talking about... Hey. Rocco just got fed. Am I gross for talking about my sneezes like that? No, probably not. It's the children who are wrong. Let's see. Let's look at your highest rating. Haxon is auto 5-star, no question. I mean, I wouldn't go that far. Although Satan looks pretty cool in it. Hey, look, everyone. Look. Look. It's a fucking Saul Bass poster. How hard was that? Jesus H. Christ. It's an iconic film poster. Don't try to tell me that that shouldn't be in that list. Jeez. La fucking wheeze. You know what? I'm going to pause this roast. I am going to take you all to the Saul Bass posters. One of the most iconic poster designers in the history of cinema. Look at this goddamn Vertigo poster. Look at this. Look at this shit. The man with the golden arm? Look at that. That's so cool. Such Good Friends? Those are legs. Those are legs, you idiots. Edge of the City? I don't even know if that's a proper Saul Bass one. Oh, wait, is it a John Cassavetes film? Yeah. Dope. Dope stuff. One of the best. One of the best. I'll say it again. One of the best film poster designers of all time. Grand Prix. Look. Look. There's fucking cars in there, man. There's cars in there. It's a mad, mad world. Look at that. Look at that. God, you guys are all, you're all children. You're just all children. That's all I can really say. I think actually the really good Rosemary's Baby one is his as well, although I often don't see it. I think it might be. Is this? Yeah, In Harm's Way. There's another really good one. An Otto Preminger film. He's done some really good posters for Otto Preminger films. And then people are always doing shit like this. Hey, look, it's a Saul Bass poster, but for Inception. Shut up. He never did that poster. Saul Bass would never. He only does cool shit like this. Yeah, another Otto Preminger film. Anyways, should probably stop talking about Saul Bass. He has seen both Blade Runners. Well, good. Well, good. I guess you can go watch a different movie then. Hey, you've seen Demons. That's all right. Although Demons 2 is better, and I don't think that Demons is a 4.5-star film at all. Eyes Wide Shut, though. Hey, 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 hey. Kill Bill, Whole Bloody Affair, American Werewolf in Paris. Nice, nice, nice. Anything I can disagree with, though? Oh, French Dispatch at 4.5 stars. That's bullshit. That's such bullshit. You can't put Phantom of the Paradise, like, over top or on the same level as French Dispatch. You just can't. I'm sorry. I don't care how much nudity is in this, how much of a horny teenager you are. You just don't do that. Phantom of Paradise clears. Easy. Easy. Ooh. Ooh. Just felt something right there. Oh my god, I'm about to have my brain is about to hemorrhage. That's not good, I think. I think I thought a thought, but I can't think a thought now to determine if I thought a think of... Oh, shit. I almost made up a tongue twister. On the spot. New Suspiria, that's good. Vortex, that's good. Angst, you sick fuck. If anyone ever tells you that Angst is one of their favorite films, you get out immediately. You run away. If anyone ever tells you that this is their favorite movie, you run. You run. If I had two people right in front of me, and someone was like, my favorite film is Cannibal Holocaust, and the other person said my favorite film is Angst, you punch the person who said Angst in the face, you grab the hand of the person who said Cannibal Holocaust, and you say, we gotta get out of here, we're in trouble, we are in danger, and then you run. You run. Angst is a great movie, though. Anything else in here that's interesting? No, I don't think so. Nothing that I would just yell at and say is wrong. Although for the person who's into like really visual, stunning, and edgy films, having Shrek just right in the middle of all of it. Whew, that's a decision. That's definitely a decision. And now I'm going to make the decision, Germ, to look at your watch list and tell you a film that you should watch. Yeah. What should I do? What should I do? Fuck, dude. If you haven't seen RoboCop, you should watch RoboCop. What the hell is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? You haven't seen RoboCop? You haven't seen RoboCop? Wait a minute. You had Monos in your poster list, but you haven't even seen it? What is up with that shit? Anyways, go watch RoboCop. It fucking rules. He shoots a guy in the dick. Can't beat that. You can't beat RoboCop shooting a guy in a dick. It is one of the greatest moments in all of cinematic history. By far. By far. Why is the Up High? Oh, you mean Pi, the Darren Aronofsky film? It's his first movie. Don't you know? Yeah, this one actually I think just had like some kind of 8K release or some shit like that. I don't know. It's a little much probably for that film, considering it was shot on like maybe 16 millimeter. I mean, maybe 35, but even then 8K I think is too much. Or it's not the fact that it's too much, it's just not doing anything, right? If you scan a film at 1080p and then show the film at 1080p and you're scanning like a 35 millimeter print, if you then scan that same 35 millimeter print at 4K, you are actually getting more details from that original like chemical image, right? Whereas if you were to then scan that same 35 millimeter print with 8K, I don't believe you get any additional detail out, because you can actually figure out, you can determine how many like particles, or not particles, but how many like reactive molecules there are in like a 35 millimeter film image, and then just check the pixel density of like a 4K and 8K image. And I'm pretty sure that 35 millimeter and 4K are right about the same thing. So you're not seeing more if you were to just scan the same film in 8K. So I don't know why they would do that. Has nothing to do with the roast or me recommending that you watch RoboCop because RoboCop shoots a guy in a dick. Nothing to do with that. But just something to think about. Germ. And now you're roasted. Germ, you're done. You're all finished. It's time for you to not be roasted anymore. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you had a laugh. Bro played it follow soundtrack at a party. Yeah, why wouldn't I? It's a lot of fun. Just be like, hey, everyone, I got a real banger I can put on right now. And then you just slowly take the vinyl out, you put it on. It was like a colored vinyl, too. It was like blue, I think. So people are like, oh, wow, that looks good. That's a fun little, that's probably going to be a fun little thing. And then literally the first song from the It Follows soundtrack hits and everyone's like, and then they just run away. Probably a great song to play when you're trying to get people to leave your party, you know? I probably played it a little bit too early. Holla, says Grimes. Holla yourself, Grimes. Holla yourself. I just typed nowhere watch online free and watch it on a site, but I'm sure that you can give it a virus if you have a PC. Oh, like where to watch nowhere? It's not on the Criterion channel? They're doing, like they have like a 3 films by Greg Araki going right now. I thought maybe that was part of it. Matter of Life and Death is great. I haven't seen that. Falling Down is also great. Yeah, but I tend to, like, Falling Down is kind of like the Joker of the 90s, and so I tend to steer clear of recommending it to younger people especially, because I don't want them to go down that sort of like Joker, you know, angsty, perhaps incel-ish type path. I feel like, you know, it's not, I don't think Falling Down is an incel movie, but I think that it could be interpreted as one by someone who is perhaps already sympathetic towards those kind of, like that kind of messaging. And I just prefer not to help with that. If someone were older and they had Falling Down on their list, I'd be like, yeah, sure, do that. It's a good one. It's a good one. That was great. Well, I'm glad, Duke. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I mean, I guess it's not about if your friend enjoyed it or not. It's all about if you enjoyed it, since you did pay for it. And thank you for that. I do appreciate it. Funny considering he likes angst and his favorite director is Gaspar Noé. You should probably consider not being his friend. I'm not here to comment or perhaps even break up your relationship with this fellow, with this germ, but I think it's okay for you to reconsider being friends with someone who has angst as one of their favorite films. I think that's fine. I think you're allowed to do that. It may in fact be it may in fact be something that will allow you to live longer, because your friend might be a psychopath. Might be a psychopath. You question that friendship a lot? Is that have anything to do with their film taste? Or is it just like added on? The film taste just adds on to the questioning. TJ out here breaking up friendships. Only the ones that I think are toxic. Only the ones that involve angst. RoboCop 1, thumbs up. RoboCop 2, smiley face. RoboCop 3, turd. RoboCop 3 is kind of alright. I kind of like RoboCop 3. I know it's not good, but I used to have it on VHS. Now, what about the RoboCop remake? There's a real turd sandwich for you. That one was shot in Toronto, actually, I think. I redact your cinephile certificate until you see A Matter of Life and Death, said the person who has seen 400-ish films. Yeah, you are not in a position to revoke the Cinephile Supreme Cinephile card. You don't get to do that. RoboCop remake is underrated? I disagree. It's precisely rated what it should be, which is not great. It's not great. That's the joke? I understand what the joke is. But I also have to play into this character that I've developed where I'm just like a really pretentious asshole who yells at people and for some reason you like it, you know? Occasionally I got to keep that up. I can't just be like a decent human being all the time or else no one would watch this content. I know that for sure because I put out a review of Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning yesterday where I'm just acting like a normal human being who's not roasting anything and no one watched the goddamn thing. So, you know, I understand that people want the roast. Oh, Duke, coming in again with a super chat. I was about to say, I might be getting out of here soon because I got to go to a metal concert and I got to maybe eat food and I'm meeting a friend for nachos, which are going to be delicious. But I suppose we could do one more roast if that's what you're going for. Or maybe that's just a tip. Who knows? Hello, Hawk. How are you? Do the first person who requested in chat. Oh, that's good. Let's see some fucking chaos. All right, it's Joseph. So much for chaos, Joseph. You ruined it. All right, Joseph. What is your Letterboxd? RoboCop remake or Total Recall remake? You got to choose one. The Total Recall remake, for sure. I think the Total Recall remake is actually a little bit. Personally, I think the Total Recall remake is a secret Blade Runner remake. If you look at the production design in that film, it seems like they're way more interested with Blade Runner's aesthetic than they are with the original Total Recall. And I think Total Recall overall, the remake is just like, it's just a bit of a better movie. I think maybe I just had a bit more fun with it. I enjoyed it a bit more. But I haven't seen either film in years. So, Joseph, what is your Letterboxd account, man? Don't keep me in suspense. I need to stare at it for a couple of minutes before I actually roast it. Yes, let's go. Let's go to giving me the thing. Joseph is taking too long. So too, where is Griffin? All right, Joseph, I'm going to put you on a countdown. Oh, I didn't need to put him on a countdown. That was close. That was close. But yeah, shout out to the kind people who super chat and help other people jump the line. Always love seeing that. This will be, I think, the last roast. Because I'm starting to feel it a little bit. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. Okie dokie. Rocco, do you want to roast this person for me? I'm sure they'd love it if you were to roast them. He would just meow a lot, though, honestly. He is a cat. So. Why don't we end this live stream off with a bang? From this reaction, I made the wrong decision. We'll see. When? Oh my God! I just saw something else. All right, I can't laugh at my own jokes before I've even made them. Speaking of jokes, hey, look. It's the Letterboxd profile for some idiot named Joseph. And you know what Joseph really wants to let you know right off the bat? Let you know just how much you can ignore their dumb opinions about film. That they are a film bro. They literally just say that they are a film bro. But but they're only going to be a film bro for now. I guess that's some of the way that we're going to have to rate this entire profile, is how much of an effort that they're actually making to not be a film bro. And of course, right off the bat, I need to give a little bit of a shout out to the fact that your profile picture is Tom Cruise witnessing an orgy in Eyes Wide Shut. For some reason, he looks right at home. But I'm not just going to stop there. I'm not going to be all about the compliments, Joseph, because you have a photo from a movie that I like. No, because you, Joseph, are from Quebec. And for that reason, I'm not entirely sure if you are allowed to watch this live stream, because I am not speaking en français. Have the language laws in that stupid backwards ass province gotten so bad that you can't even think in English anymore? Just for the record, I have family in Quebec. My dad was born in Quebec. I have a lot of love for that province. But what the fuck, Joseph? How can you even sit there watching this English language live stream and think to yourself, I am a good Quebecer. I am part of the Quebecois, the great people known as the Quebecois. How can you possibly do that? Are you afraid, Joseph, that the language police are going to bust in through your front door and haul you off so you have to watch French-Canadian films for the rest of your life, which honestly wouldn't be that bad because there's a lot of good French-Canadian films, but you know that that's coming down the pipe, and I can see that you're trying to help yourself by having un Sunday right there. I can tell that that's exactly why you have this film here. It's not because you think this is Denis Villeneuve's best film, because of course it's not. Of course it's not. The man has made too many good films for this to be the number one. But this is your attempt to protect yourself from the French language police in Quebec. The Belle Provence, as it is known to people who have never fucking been there. And it seems like you also have a couple of Stanley Kubrick films here, The Shining and Eyes Wide Shut. Whoops, hit the space bar. I'm so mad at Quebec. And god damn it, Joseph, if you are trying to not be a film bro, why in God's name would you put two super film bro films right there up top? I want you to be working towards not being a film bro. So what is this supposed to tell me? That you're not trying, or that you think that this somehow is getting you to that point? That Eyes Wide Shut is not a film bro film? Well, I got news for you, kid. It definitely is. And you also just have Come and See right here, which is one of the number one rated films, or was one of the number one rated films on all of Letterboxd. Jesus H. Christ. You ain't getting anywhere away from that film bro label. I don't even know what films you're going to have to watch to get away from that. Maybe every Chantal Akerman film ever released? That would probably fucking help. So what's going on down here? Let's look at the recent activity. Let's see if Joseph here, or Joseph maybe, I don't even know how you pronounce Joseph in Quebec, how they're trying to get away from the film bro label with their recent activity. The Whale, that's a film bro movie. Indiana Jones, you definitely saw that because you're a film bro. Wes Anderson movie, Asteroid City, yeah, film bro for sure. The only thing you got going for you is the fact that you gave Past Lives 4 stars. Congratulations. You actually watched a film that has some cinematic clarity to it, as well as some excellent performances that talk about deep-seated emotional issues, as opposed to some bullshit where it's like, hey, I know, let's have Nicole Kidman be naked part of the time. Woo, we made a good movie. Thanks a lot, Stanley. But of course, as a film bro, especially one from Quebec, you probably aren't allowed to write French language reviews on an English language site. So you're not giving us any reviews at all. In fact, you have no liked reviews. You have no recent reviews. You are giving me literal nothing. The only thing I could probably roast you for are the people you're following, all 6 of them, of which Karsten is one. Who is Dave Vis? 16,000 followers from the Netherlands. What does the Quebec government think about you following someone who's from the Netherlands? I bet they're not cool with that. Also, what does this person even do? Why do they have so many followers? Did they pay for all of these? Gross. Wait, was their favorite film Close? Ooh, hard pass. That film is fine, but it's not great. Who else is this? Dominic Harvey, Lut France Jungle. What, are these all of their favorite musical genres? They love people who play the lute, they love music from France, and they love jungle EDM? Gross. Get this person the hell away from me. And then you got some random-ass person named, I don't know, Sandu, and then Ella Kemp. Who is Ella Kemp with their 21,000 followers? Who is this? Who is this? London editor at Letterboxd. Oh. the London editor at Letterboxd. Oh, that's how she has 21,000 followers. She's just milked the entire... She's just done something with the algorithm where all of the followers go to her. Well, guess what, Ella Kemp? I'm on to you. Yeah. Also, kind of cool how people who work at Letterboxd are crew. That's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. Singing in the Rain is good too. You know what, Ella? Maybe it's not all bad. Maybe we can still be friends, even though you will probably never see this. I do actually wonder if anyone from Letterboxd watches this shit, like watches my content, because it is very much based on Letterboxd. So I'm wondering how many of them actually like watch this shit. Probably none, but like how many though? How many though? I bet it's probably a couple. Hey, Joseph. I wonder how many basic-ass stupid lists you got. Apparently it's 7. And oh my god, it's just a bunch of male directors ranked. Who could have guessed this? Who could have foreseen that we would have a Kubrick rank list, a Tarantino rank list, a Villeneuve rank list, a Scorsese rank list? What, did you only ever watch one Spielberg film and you can't put that in here? That's a joke from earlier. This is dumb. This is stupid. Why would you do this? I'll just look at the Villeneuve rank since he is one of your... Wait. What is the... Okay, so you know how if someone's from the same country as you, that person is your countryman? What is the provincial version of that? Provinceman? Your provinceman? Denis Villeneuve is your provinceman? Sure. So let's see how this ranks. And Sicario that low is wrong, but also it's kind of hard to rank Villeneuve films. I would say you're going to want to go with Dune, Prisoners, Sicario Arrival, Tide, Enemy, and Polytechnique, and on Sunday is probably above Enemy. There you go. There you go. That's the real ranking. That's the proper one. Also, maybe watch Jordan Peele's other film. It shouldn't take you that long to do. Get all of the films in there if you're going to make this list. Don't be like that person who I roasted earlier and who I just spent like 20 minutes laughing at. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. So let's take a look at these films. I got a feeling that someone from Quebec, they're going to have some interesting tastes. They're going to have some interesting ones. And actually, you know what I'm noticing here? You know what I'm seeing? One easy way that you could just be not a film bro is give a shit about Canadian cinema. That's all you would have to do. And maybe you do, maybe you're just not rating them this low. But if you want to not be a film bro, just give a shit about Canadian cinema. Stop watching bullshit like Year One and Bright. Like, come on. I mean, I'm guessing I'm seeing some here that are probably Canadian. Vote Bougon? Bougon? Ah, oui. It's from Canada. En français. Oh, oui, oui. Seriously, they are drawing up a warrant for my arrest in Quebec. I cannot go there anymore. Also, another Canadian film here, I think. Le Tripetoire. Oh, that's what they call a threesome in Quebec, huh? Wonder why I never knew that. Wonder why I never knew that. So, what else is going on down here? What's getting the shit, though? Pixels, Human Centipede 3, speaking of shit. Human Centipede 2, speaking of shit. Scary Movie 5, also getting the runaround. And then we basically just move on to such cinematic classics as Jurassic World Dominion, Independence Day Resurgence, Ted, Evan Almighty, the first Aquaman movie, Space Jam. Yeah, these are all pretty not good. But what are some things that are wrong? I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy, I am no MCU stan, but we all know that the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie is pretty good and should be a bit higher up than that. Maybe a scotch higher, maybe a tad higher, maybe a 2.5, maybe even a 3. Give it a bit more credit, also, Grown Ups, you can knock that down to a half star if you want. That movie is also pretty horrendous. Pretty horrendous. Cloverfield is a 2-star. I think that's a little bit too low. That was a good found footage movie. Great marketing campaign. Ready Player One. See, there's a good rating for Ready Player One. 1.5 star. That's how you rank Ready Player One properly. The End. Io. What is this? Is this like a... Wait, that's Margot Qualley. What is this? I thought it was a Canadian film maybe for a second, but no, I guess not. Anthony Mackie as well. In the near future, we must save Earth or leave it. Oh, so we leave it. Guys, the world is going to die. I hope you're all aware of this. We are not going to stop climate change. The world is dead. Literally. We are on a planet that is that is on palliative care right now. We're fucked. We're fucked. Hey, it's Friday. Why don't we talk about really fun things, like how the world is going to die because capitalism. Let's turn this around. Let's have some fun with the 5 stars. Let's have some good old-fashioned fun with the 5 stars. Look at that. Star Wars, 5 stars. I'm not going to argue with that. Knox is super hyped because Brokeback Mountain is 5 stars. There you go. There you go. The world is ending? Sacre bleu. Nihilism TJ arc? Oh, man. I actually I don't know if this is totally true, but like the way that I tend to think about things and what I've decided is sort of like my world outlook. I think it's absurdity. I think is the proper term for it. It's like this combination of nihilism and the idea that life actually is special, you know? It's a weird combination. I think it's called absurdism. I'm an absurdist, you could say. But yeah, we're fucked. It's kind of like the person who says, like, we're fucked, but we need to do everything we possibly can to not be fucked. That's kind of like where I usually come down on. Anyways, you've already started watching Starship Troopers and you're halfway through? How long have I been on the internet for? Today, I mean. Anyways, Joker 4.5 stars. That's why the world is fucked. Hey, look, another Canadian film by a Quebecer, Mummy. You must have been so sad when you heard that Xavier Dolan was no longer going to make films. I think the entire Quebec film industry was like, what the fuck are we going to do now? He was our guy. He was the one who went to Cannes all the time. We also got Return of the Jedi, Mulholland Drive, Taxi Driver 5 stars. No wonder you like Joker so much. Psycho, Eyes Wide Shut. We already talked about that. La Haine. Yeah. Vertigo 4.5. Sure. Alien 4.5. All right. Prestige 4.5. I mean, probably not as good as Alien, but all right. Cold War 4 stars. Speaking of a depressing movie, that is one of those. Dark Knight, The Thing. Yo, The Five Devils. Get out of here. This wasn't even a Canadian film, was it? Was it? No, it's from France. You should hate this movie. Because it's from France, don't you know? But I mean, it's fine. It's not a 4-star film, though. God, the trailer of this film really misrepresented it. At least the trailer that I saw for it. Made me think it was going to be something way different than what it actually ended up being. Aside from that, though, I think this is fine. But now, Joseph, I need to somehow turn you into not a film bro by recommending one film for you to watch and that you must watch, that I demand that you watch, that if you don't watch, I'm going to come find you in Quebec, even though they have a warrant out for my arrest. So, what film do you have listed here that will turn you into not a film bro? Or at least steer you away from it. And honestly, this is going to be really difficult. This is going to be really hard. Oh no. I mean, okay, chat, I need to ask you a question. I have always been a proponent of Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Is Portrait of a Lady on Fire a film bro movie? I tend to think not, but also it might be. Like, I think it's one of those things, like any movie can be a film bro movie if enough film bro movies are like, we love this movie. So, I don't know. Based on what I'm seeing here, though, because of like what is in here and how I'm trying to get this person to not be a film bro, I guess I would recommend Viking. That's a film from Quebec. Certainly not a film bro movie, but at the same time, I think you should probably also watch Portrait of a Lady on Fire. But it might be a film bro movie. I don't know. Oh, so a film bro movie has to be heterocentric? Is that a rule? It's the I'm not a film bro movie. So is that what film bros say, though, when they say they're not a film bro? Like, as an example, let's say someone had a Letterboxd profile where their favorite films were Blade Runner, Apocalypse Now, Top Gun, and Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Would this person be trying to say, I'm not a film bro, actually? They're trying to not associate themselves with being a film bro. You know, the kind of person who would definitely go watch Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning twice in the span of like 24 hours. That person's not a film bro because they have Portrait of a Lady on Fire right there, right? Right? That's what we're saying. That's what we're agreeing with. All right then, Joseph, you should be watching Portrait of a Lady on Fire, apparently, because that will make you not a film bro. Whew, we did it, everyone. We saved another one. Thank goodness. No, bro, definitely watch lesbian adult movies. Thank you, my Canadian friend. Hey, no problem. No problem. Hope you enjoyed that. I miss Quebec. I haven't been there in a long time. You know, since you're from Quebec, you should probably watch another movie called Falcon Lake. I think I've already talked about it before. But it's shot in like rural Quebec. I don't know which part of the province you're in, but you know, if you've ever been north of Montreal, I think you'll recognize the scenery, and you may get some enjoyment out of that. I certainly did. It reminded me of my childhood. And I'm glad that you're going to be watching Portrait of a Lady on Fire tonight. It's a really good movie. Oh, Grimes, no. That was going to be the last roast. What are we doing with this? What are we doing, Grimes? What are we doing? What are we doing here? A little bit of support? Thank you so much then. I appreciate that. Because I think I am out of steam. I think I have lost. I think I'm out of it. But you know what, Grimes? You know what? Give me your Letterboxd and I'll recommend a film for you right now. I'll do that. True, some film bros probably hypersexualize lesbian cinema from a male gaze perspective. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that being true. It's gross though, right? Like, it's such a fucking love story, man. The fact that's like, I don't know, like as a straight hetero dude, like watching Portrait of a Lady on Fire with the intent of like masturbating to it or becoming sexually aroused by it, it just seems strange, you know? Oh, I already roasted you? Yeah, but I can still recommend a film for you. I can still do that. I figure it's the least I can do. Maybe that should be a rule. Anyone who super chats gets a recommendation, but yeah. Hey, look at that. You got an image from the birds up top. I like that. That's fun. Get La La Land out of your top 4, by the way. So, a film for you to watch. Ooh, there's some good ones here. Shit, there's even some Canadian films here. Oh boy. All right, I'm just going to stick to this first page. So, here's the thing. There's a lot of good movies here. I will say that I have not seen This Is My Desire, whatever that is. I have not seen Joy Luck Club, Three Extremes, New York, New York, Into the Forest, Barefoot Jen, Los Golfos, Buñuel, Y la Mesa de la Raisonnement. I haven't seen that. Haven't seen Outrage. Haven't seen Taxi. Haven't seen whatever this is, The Seventh Day. Haven't seen Hope, Silenced. Problemista, which is new and I don't think is out yet. La Bonheur. I've seen the Red... No, I haven't seen that, The Red Balloon. So I'm going to be picking from these. I will say that Winchester 73 is good, but there are better films that Jimmy Stewart and Anthony Mann, I think the director is. They've done better films, so maybe try to find a better film that they did. The one with Robert Ryan is good. I can't remember the name, though. I'm not going to recommend Past Lives because that's new. I might end up doing Yugetsu. But then again, okay, this is the thing. There's a Canadian film here that's great called Rice Boy Sleeps. Victoria is one of the best one-shot films ever made, if not the best one-shot film ever. Compartment Number 6 is one of the films that hit me the most with the end. Like, this is a fantastic movie. Like, a brilliant, brilliant movie that really, really gets you at the end. And Memories is also, like, one of the best, like, compilation type movies. Like, it's 3 short anime films all done by masters of the genre. It's really, really good. This is tough. I guess I'm going to recommend... Which one of these would be easiest to see, probably? Probably Yugetsu, actually, because that'll be on the Criterion channel, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, yeah. Watch Yugetsu. Or Yagetsu Monogatari, as I usually call it. I don't know why it's been shortened to Yagetsu. But yeah, this is a Kenji Mizoguchi film from 1953. One of the best films ever made, according to this. Look at that, at a 4.2. It is real good. Real good. So yeah, go watch Yagetsu, Grimes. That's what I'm telling you to do. Recommend Victoria. Definitely recommend Victoria. Victoria, all right. Okay, well, you can listen to them if you want to, but I'm also recommending Yagetsu. Silence, it's so good, literally changed Korean laws. Oh, right, I've heard about this. This is the one where the kids get abused, right, in the school. Thank you, chat. TJ, I only donate to support a bit, not roast. Appreciate that, Grimes. Appreciate the hell out of that. And I appreciate every single one of you for watching on this Friday afternoon. It's almost 5 o'clock. I think I'm about to turn into a pumpkin. That was almost a 4-hour roast. My goodness. So, hopefully we all had fun today, and I hope you all have great ass weekends. It is the time to go watch movies, and I think I'm going to be spending part of my time this weekend watching Christopher Nolan films, because maybe my film bro ass can't help but make a Christopher Nolan ranked list to go out when Oppenheimer comes out in the upcoming week. So keep an eye out for that. And of course, there's going to be another live stream on Tuesday. And I think, aside from that, I think we're done. I think we're good. I think we're cool. I think we're chill. So I want you to all remain cool and chill and awesome and one of the best communities on the goddamn internet, and watch some good movies and then tell me about them on Tuesday. Until then, my dear community of cinephiles, I bid you adieu, and I hope that you have a wonderful, good-ass, perhaps even badass weekend. And so, I say goodbye, and au revoir, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Ciao!